Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining me wherever you are joining us from across all of America. There are hundreds and hundreds of you. I can see here waiting, ready, raring to go. I was going to start giving some shout outs and then literally I couldn't. We've got, let's have a look. We've got Sharon, Michelle, Bianca, Erin, Beverly, Cindy, Nikki, Taylor, Deborah, Celine, Sandra, April, Joanne, Geraldine, Kathy. There's loads of you. There's loads of you. Actually, I just want to point out though, keeping an eye on all these comments going through. Not my job. I've got a man for that now. Isn't that right? Boy, can you help?
Absolutely, I can. That is my primary function. I will be here helping you out, having a bit of a natter with everyone in the comments as we go all the way through the next 3 hours. You know what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to keep nagging you and whinging about it until you've done it. Get the brochure downloaded. You're going to be sick of hearing me talk about that brochure by the end of this 3 hours, Sara.
I know, it's very true. But the thing is, yes, happy National Scrapbooking Day, May 1st, National Scrapbooking Day. It's easy enough for me to say. So you know, every May, HSN does a fantastic craft day, and next Tuesday is going to be no exception. I've been working with the team all week, putting the last minute bells and whistles on it, speaking with the team over in Florida, dealing with my guys here, and we have a phenomenal day planned across the board. Phenomenal day planned for you. Now, here's everything you need to know about the shows I've got next Tuesday. So my first show, I'm going to be first up with you at 9 o'clock in the morning, which means you don't have to stay up really, really late and then get up really, really early with me, which is fantastic. So 9 o'clock in the morning, and I've got a 2-hour special with none other than the amazing Bobby Ray. All my life, are we going to be having a blast? Talk about a way for us to kick off the day in style. So I'm looking forward to working with Bobby Ray at 9 and 10 o'clock for a 2-hour Crafters Companion special. Then, let me just make sure I give you the exact right time. It's 2, because obviously the times are different for me here in the UK. So at 2 p.m, I'm going to be with Leslie, and I'm here for all of 2 p.m, and I've been a bit greedy, so I've pinched a little bit of the 3 p.m. show as well. So 2 o'clock on some of 3. Then at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be with the lovely Leslie. I love working with Leslie. So Leslie's 2 o'clock. Helen is with me at 6 o'clock. That's 11 o'clock for me. So we might be getting a little bit bleary-eyed by then, but it'll be fine. So I'm with Helen at 6 o'clock for a full hour again. And then you know what I'm going to tell you. You know who I'm with at 9 o'clock. You know we're going to have an awesome show planned. So yes, it is a Sara and Adam full hour special at 9 o'clock. Woohoo! It's going to be great. I'm going to be giving them a ring over this weekend to get everything sorted for the show. I can't wait. So I'm with Adam for the full hour at 9 o'clock, and I'm going to be with him for a little bit of 11. So that's what we've got planned. I'm going to get ready. What I'm going to try and do is give you a whistle-stop tour of everything in the show. When I say whistle stop, yes, we've got 3 hours planned for you, but how on earth we're going to get through all of this in 3 hours? I have no idea. You'll be pleased to know we've got loads of brand new premieres, and there's a lot of those items where you've been desperately waiting for us to get them back in stock, and they are in for this show. So we'll keep you, between the two of us, we'll keep you updated. So I'll get ready for the first demo. Joe, I think Joe needs to tell you how we're going to be giving you all of this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So every product that Sara demonstrates in this 3-hour preview, we will be giving away. So what you need to do is start commenting. Comment now, comment often, comment loads. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know which of the products that you've seen in the booklet and you're looking forward to seeing. Let me know, maybe some of these deals may have even gone live for all I know. Let me know if you've already snapped up some of these great deals over on the HSN website. And we will be giving away all of this every single time. If I do call out your name and I say you've won a prize, you'll need to email this email address along the bottom of the screen here, prizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Loads of you going ahead and commenting away. I can see people from all over here. April saying hi. I've got Betty, Beth, Krista, Katie, Erin, Kathy, Evelyn, Julia. I'm seeing Texas, Missouri, New York, Arkansas, Bristol. There are loads of you commenting away here. Keep your comments coming in. I know Sara is so excited about these upcoming shows, and wait until you see everything that she's got to show you. I think it might be time, you know, Sara.
Oh yeah, should we start off with the biggie? Should we start off with the one? This could possibly be the thing I am most excited about for this show. So these are our newer border cutting edgeables. So we've never done edgeables like this before. Where you have beautiful design, just works like a regular edgeable. So it's going to cut in to one side of your card and stay connected, but give you this beautiful detail. Look at this one. This is the card I'm going to show for you, actually, show you how it works. But can you see it cuts in, stays connected, but it's going to give you all of this detail. So I'm launching these with Bobby Ray in the 9 o'clock hour in the morning. Okay, so they're going to be coming up at 9 o'clock, and then whatever's left, I'm going to be back on with this with Adam on the evening. How fantastically detailed are these? Okay, so you've got 4 designs. You've got the rose, you've got those bubbles. Can I just show you the rose again? I'm just going to have to show it. This rose is hands down categorically my absolute favourite. Let me just put it there so you can see. Absolutely gorgeous. Wait till you see me start and work with it. And then we've done some gorgeous hearts. Let me pop through. The hearts are immense. Look at this card here. Whose is this one? It's one of Leslie's, right? She's actually put the heart onto some acetate. How incredible is that? But the designs are just absolutely out of this world. And then, of course, you know what we're like. We've done these amazing butterflies. Now, these are kind of like an edgeable, but they've all been designed so that you can do this paper piecing technique as well into them, which is what I'm going to teach you. So, yes, you can either do regular edgeable work, like you know we love to do. Butterflies. You know I'm a sucker for butterflies, guys. The butterflies are beautiful. You can either do regular edgeable cutting, or you can do some cutting over, can you see, with different designs, and we've got the different designs in here, or you can then do, or even if just with paper behind them. Now, you know what happens when we do a really fabulous new launch like this, and you know that we can, when I know you get the concept, I don't need to keep coming back to you and showing you the new designs. We just put you on the auto-ship program. This has an auto-ship program. So let me show you. There's 4 designs in the first collection. Then when they come back, you're going to get the, oh, look at the balloons. Right, so the first auto-ship is going to be coming for you in July. So in July, you get that birthday surprise with the balloons and those amazing cupcakes. Can you see how one set cuts in, the other one cuts out? By the way, the only way you will get these designs is in the auto-ship program. The only way you'll ever be able to get these is if you get into that auto-ship program. Now, have a look at the September collection. Nature's Delight. Those strawberries, I can tell you now, my boys would go bananas for them. So you get the strawberries and those lovely autumnal leaves. So it's coming in September, ready for that fall period for you. Now, in November, we've gone textured. So the champagne bubbles, I think, is fabulous. Ready for Christmas and New Year. Then you've also got that lovely honeycomb cut in as well. Then finally, in January, I thought I'd get you ready for springtime. So we've done those amazing stars and the lovely little flowers. So they work in the same way as all of our edgeables. However, they are like that new over-the-edge concept with the design cutting in. So let's pop these to one side. I must come back and show you all the other designs. Let's get the first one out. Here we go. So I'm just realising we've got the overhead here ready. I want to make sure that I haven't pushed my design out here. Right. So can you see this is the design? So this is your cutting edge. Starts here, runs all the way around to here. Now I've just realised I've got a couple of little bits here that we just need to pop out that I left in there from before. Right, are you ready to see how easy this is? I've got just a basic 6x6 card. This could be a 6x4 if those of you that like to do smaller ones. There's the start of my cut-in, runs all the way around to the end of the cut-in. This is going to go over the edge of my card here. Little bit of tape and you're going to hold it in place. Now, I will tell you, as soon as we know these are live on HSN's website, we will let you all know. We'll give you the warning because I am worried this is one of those items. It's the reason I've decided to show you this one first. This is one of those items that I am worried is not going to last. Well, I think Adam's going to be mad. Let's just put it that way. I think Adam's going to be getting cross because there's no way this is going to last through the whole day. Could be one of them ones that just goes absolutely bananas. So if we lift this off, right, because I put the tape down the side, this is the bit that stays connected. Look how all of that is cut in just absolutely beautifully. But then look what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it to the next level. Just get all these bits popped out. what I can do is then, if we want a paper piece, I'm going to come in and I'm going to bring this in and cut some other little bits of colours of card. So I've got some red and some green so that we can do the leaves and also the flower. Now, they'll be perfect with your little mini because they're just going to whiz through there at a pace of knots. So can you see, if we take this, and I only need to cut the very, very top rows. So if I pop the rows in, cut this through, and I can just cut the top bit of that rose and it'll be ready to go perfect. Now, do you want a little bit of a hint and tip here? Because I think this is great. So if I lift this off and leave all of this design in here, right? So we're ready to paper piece it. I've got just a scrap of card here and I'm going to give it a bit of a spritz with our repositionable spray so that it's just got a little bit of adhesive on it. Then I'm going to turn the flower over. I'm going to pop it down and I'm going to pop out all of these bits. I love paper piecing, but I don't like it when it's too much of a faff, and I find this is a brilliant technique. Oh, we've missed one. To have all of our bit ready to go. So there's the rose, and then we can do exactly the same with the leaves. We can get all the leaves on there. Pop this in, whiz this through, leaves will be ready to go. Yep, they're all in there. This is why people often ask me, if I've got the large Gemini, do I need a mini? And I say, trust me, it's just going to make your life so much quicker and easier. So take all of this off. Let's pop all of those bits of leaves out of the die onto where we've got that stickiness ready to go. So there, oh, we are ready to go. Now, what I've done is I've done that card and I've just stuck a piece of acetate behind here. So I did this just before we got ready to come on air here because I wanted to give the glue a chance to dry. And then what you can do is just with a little bit of, we're going to be using these a lot today, the fine tip glue, and I'm just putting the fine tip glue into all of these edges and I'm just piecing this together. Now, Joe, while I sit and do all the piecing, we might be able to do that lovely clever thing where I'm up in the, you magically appear in the top corner, and you can, or even if you just chat to everybody can see me doing my stuff.
Those of you commenting away, there are thousands of you watching this preview at the moment and commenting away. I know how excited you all are for the upcoming show. Cynthia saying her studio looks like a Crafter's Companion store vomited over it. Which has tickled me. That really,
I would
really
like to see a picture of that. I have to say that would be brilliant.
If you want to send us any pictures, of course you can. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. James says he loves the versatility of these dies. Verna saying these are beautiful. Christine is taking notes as we go through the show to make an informed decision as to what she's going to be buying. However, you don't need to do that because we've got that booklet. It's available right now for you to download. Get it downloaded, go through it, and highlight what you're going to be shopping for. And in there, it's going to tell you all the times as well when all of the products are on. So you need not miss a single thing you've got your heart set on. Sandra saying amazing cards. Julia saying the auto ship looks amazing, doesn't it, just?
Oh, it's fabulous, the auto ship on this one.
And Tina says she is so excited for all the new things that are coming up. Remember, keep getting your comments in. For every product that Sara demonstrates, we'll be giving it away. One of you will be winning these brand new dies in the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, do you know what we could do, Joe? We could send my card as well. So we could send them all these dies and we could send them with my card that I've made for this one, because I do totally love this. So let's do that. Right, I'm getting all these little bits stuck in, all the little faffy bits, but the faffy bits that look great. Do you know what? While I'm doing the little faffy bits, I think what I'll do is I will run you again through all of those auto ships so you can see what is coming every month. So in the original set, you are going to get 4 designs. So you get 4 to start with, and then in the future auto ships, you'll get 2. So here is the 4 that are coming in the first shipment. So you've got the beautiful rose that I'm working on. You've then got those amazing, those bubbles for little kids cards, blokes cards who are so difficult to make cards for. That'll be perfect. Then you get the hearts, and then you know I'm an absolute sucker for a good butterfly. I'm so predictable, Joe. They know what I'm like. So once you're in the program, you've got the original 4 dies, then the auto ship. First one coming to you, birthday surprise. Birthday surprise is coming in July. You get the set of balloons, which I think might be probably one of the most usable designs I've seen us produce. I mean, come on, how many birthday cards is that just going to be absolutely perfect for? And remember, the only way you can get these designs is in that authorship program. They're just coming out in the authorship. Then we've got the September launch, which is those beautiful strawberries and the leaves in there as well. And then in November, you're going to be getting the champagne, so the lovely champagne bubbles there, and then also the lovely honeycomb edge. And then finally, as we move into January, so we're getting ready for next year, you're going to get those beautiful stars and then flowers. So just really all round great usable designs. So I'm just popping in my last couple of pieces there. The paper piecing in these designs is fabulous. We should have called them paper pieced Edgeables, shouldn't we? Look at that. So you've got that gorgeous rose coming down the edge. Really, and if you use double-sided card, look at this one and this one here. We used some double-sided coloured paper so that you've got the rose on the other side as well. How awesome is that? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick my last couple of pieces on there. Joe, I think you need to pick out some of your favourite comments and pick someone to win this one.
Well, I've already picked my absolute, my winner already has been picked for this. Patricia Belding, you are the winner. You need to drop us an email, prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and claim that. Just let us know what it was that we picked you out for and we'll get it winging its way to you. Janelle says, I wish these tutorials were available after the shows. They are, that's the great thing. This will stay on our Facebook page, so it means that you'll be able to come back and watch this back after you've had all of this fabulous product delivered from HSN, so you can do that. A lot of you saying, oh, I can't see it on HSN at the moment. Has it sold out? Will it be there? Even if some of the product has been loaded and it has gone, we will ensure that come the show, the product is absolutely available for you. So don't fear, don't think that you've missed it. You will get an opportunity to grab it. And Renee saying, love, love, love these. Sue says these are her favourite auto ship ever. Which is fantastic.
Oh, now that sounds like fighting talk. Look at that. Made that gorgeous card for Patricia. If you want more ideas, right, don't forget you can go through that booklet. Here we go, like a broken record. Get that booklet downloaded and you can go through and see loads and loads of the other designs and have a look. Our design team have loved these. I mean, absolutely love them. So have a look at all the cards that they are posting in the Fans of HSN. Fans of Crafters Companion on HSN fan group, okay? So you go and have a little look. I'm going to get ready for the next one because we've got so much to show you. So I'll hand you back over to Joe for a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are loving these. Linda, can't wait for these. Can't wait to see these on HSN. Says April, love the bubbles. Laurie saying the rose is gorgeous. Tina saying how great this will be for scrapping pages as well. I love rewatching these videos. Can't wait for these. Wow, fantastic, says Julia. So loads of you commenting along. Lots of you can't wait for the shows. Don't forget as well to download the booklet. Details are across the bottom of your screen right there. You need to get that downloaded, pick out all those things that you have got your eye on, which is fantastic. Now, still looking ahead to this item is in the 9 a.m. hour. The border cutting dies, you'll find them there. I want to show you something else that's in the 9 a.m. hour as well. We've got the sentiment stamp and die sets, which are going to be on the show. Now, these are absolutely gorgeous. We showed you these in January and you loved them so much, we decided to bring these back, which is fantastic. So you can see here what you've got. Now, the reason these are so great is because you've got the die here, which sits in the center. I love that they work beautifully on a smaller card as well as a really big card. It doesn't matter. I'll show you some of the samples in a moment. What you've got is you've got your die, which cuts your matte layer. You then stamp over the image. Then you've got as well the ability to customize the sentiment that goes on there, which is fantastic. You've got I'm, we're, you're leaving, for your loss, I missed your birthday as well. So grab those. So you're going to get in the collection, you're going to get sorry. You're also going to get love with things like with, you, sending, always. You're also getting in here thanks, which is a lovely one. A lot of us sending cards with thanks on at the moment. A lot of us to have things to be thankful for. Just to say, for being you, I love it. That one's in there. And then you're also going to get as well happy too. Happy, oh, happy day, birthday, choose, be. All of those sentiments are in there with you as well. That is not all that you are getting though, because you are also going to get 2 stamp sets included in here as well. So you're going to get the butterfly and blooms, and you're also going to get the fancy florals as well. Let me show you some of the brilliant cards that have been made with these, because the great thing is about these, as I said, they work on kind of all card sizes, and it means that a little bit of stamping behind, bringing those 2 acrylic stamp sets that you're getting included, you're going to be making things like this with a little bit of matting and layering, some inking here. This one is again brilliant. So you can see what I mean about them working on different sizes. Got some gems on here, again a little bit of matting and layering with some of our layering stamps, and you've got something gorgeous. This is happy, and they've chosen to use birthday on this one here. The next one we've got for you here is the thanks, and this one says thanks for being you. What a gorgeous sentiment there. And again, quite a simple card, but the fact that you've got that lovely big statement sentiment die in the center of there means it works well. And you can see here using it very differently, but using it maybe with a shaker card here instead, you can see how that has been used there fantastically. Now there is so much still to come. Make sure you get that booklet downloaded, but I spy out of my little eye something looking rather fetching on the other side of the studio.
Well, I have to tell you, Joe, so we launched these, crikey, it must have been close to 2 years ago, and we just haven't had an opportunity to get them back on since. So every show we keep saying, let's go for it, and eventually we've got them, okay? So these are what I call build a scene stamps. So if you want to create your own scenery like this and learn how to put perspective and dimension into all of your cards, this is how you do it. So you've got the one that is the beautiful big townhouse. So the idea is that you stamp the townhouse and you build up the scene around. I'm going to teach you all of this, don't worry. Then there is that gorgeous landscape scene. So this is the one that I'm going to demonstrate for you so that you can see. This is what you put in however you want. Let me just show you the difference. If I want to do this one versus here's the version that I'm going to do. So look how different it looks, because it's not a full stamp, it's a stamp in pieces. Now, honestly, when we did this, I can't even begin to tell you how the feedback we had, and it was exceptional. If I show you how they work, okay? This is the stamp set here. This is the watermill stamp set. So when I bring this in, can you see you've got, if I turn it over, you've got the watermill itself. Then we've got some lines of trees, we've got some extra bits of rocks, the other little trees that you could put in, the other little rushes coming up, loads of, to build that scene up, okay? So what we do is we take the first stamp off here, and I've just cut myself a little piece of card ready to start and work from, and I'll pop this on one of my stamping platforms. So you get your design on there. We take the ink pad and just ink this up. So I'm using here a waterproof ink pad, because these, if I'm being really honest, are the easiest to colour if you colour them with a watercolour finish, right? So if we bring this in, and I want to put this, I've got the watermill, want to put the watermill kind of going along the side like this, coming down to here. Yeah, I think we'll pop this on the edge like this. So you stamp the first piece down. So here's my watermill stamped down. There's the first piece. Now, what you then do is mask this over. So what it means you do is you essentially stamp it onto another piece of paper and cut away the excess. So I've done that. I'm going to pop it down and pop that on there. So if I just take off the tape here, I'm going to pop that down. The best thing to do really is a little bit of spray adhesive. So if I just pop a little bit of spray adhesive on the back, it kind of holds that in place so that we can stick that over the top, and that will keep it all held together. So now we've got just our watermill, okay? And then if we want to put, so let's have a look. What I think I'm going to do is put a line of trees in going along here. So actually I'm going to cut a little bit extra off here. Yeah, let's just take all this down here. I'm going to cut this extra down here. That'll go, so it's just protecting all of this here. And then we're going to stamp over this again. So now if I take another piece in, we can come and take the little row of trees. when I put the row of trees down, and again, I put my ink pad on there, lots of light tapping all over, and now I want to put a line of trees in, just coming up here. So we get this all lined up, and I'm going to get that line of trees, and I'm going to just build up the set so this can go slightly behind. Doesn't matter if you end up stamping over top, because that's the whole idea. So we've now going to have a line of trees slightly behind. I'm going to pop a little bit more ink on this side here, and we're going to put some more trees over on this side. So I'm going to put some trees in the background here. So I just pop them in, stamp them down as well. And then when we lift this off, you see, what you'll find is those trees are now in the scene, but in the background. Isn't it really, really clever? Then, if we want to put like a little rock down here, we've got all the extras. Now, you can either use your stamping platforms, or these would work brilliantly just as well on your rocker blocks, if you want to use rocker blocks. So I'll show you both options. So again, the stamps go on the rocker blocks, and you're just taking the ink to them, and then we're going to stamp some little rocks down the bottom. And then a little bit further along, let's have a few of these little bulrushes. Are they bulrushes? No, they might not be bulrushes. They look good, whatever they are. So we're going to stamp these down. We're going to put some coming up here, and we can have a little second set going in there, a little bit shadowed. So you can build up that scene however you want to. So the one that I built up, this one here, and you can see this, it's exactly what you just watched me do. All I've then done is taken a little bit of ink and coloured that in. So when we've coloured over that, this is where we've got to. Isn't that looking fabulous? And this is brilliant. Now, I use these a lot with the watercolour pencils. So I've done a lot of watercolour pencil work with these. It really is. Those of you who are wanting to progress your artistic skills on another level, this is what's going to allow you to do this, because essentially they're all individually hand-drawn images, and what we're doing is bringing these images in, giving you the opportunity to become like an artist. So whether you want to colour them, and how clever is that? How clever is that? Because it looks like you've got the main one, but then you've got another one to the side of it, and this one looks a little bit behind, but it's just all about how we've built that perspective in. So there's loads of fabulous samples. There's that same design again, totally different look with loads of this in the foreground now this time. It just, every card you create will be unique and be different. Oh, it doesn't have to be cards. You could actually be creating your own works of art, like frameable pieces of art that you can give to people for them to keep. So, any of you wanting to progress your colouring skills onto another level, this is the set to go for. Do not miss them. I'm going to be on with Bobby Ray with these at 9 o'clock in the morning. Some nice stamping to start off the day just the right way. Right, Joe? Who we're going to be sending these lovely stamps out to?
Well, I've been trawling through the comments. Tina Lesson is going to be receiving these. So, Tina, you need to drop us an email. prizes@crafterscompanion.com is where you need to send those to. Loads of you commenting away. Don't forget as well to get that booklet, that brochure downloaded, because that's got all of the juicy details in it. The details are along the bottom of the screen. It is also pinned to the bottom of the comments as well in the Facebook live feed, so you cannot miss it. And that's got all the information. Maybe even get it printed out so you know that you are ready to go. Rosalia says she loves the builder scene, so versatile. Beautiful stamp, says Lisa. Poet saying how much she loves these as well. Julia saying it's a perfect 80-degree day to sit on the porch and colour. It's not an 80-degree day here in the northeast of England. I can tell you that, Julia. I said recently you definitely move here for the people and not the weather about the northeast of England, and that is so true. Peggy saying, do you use pencils or just ink? It's completely up to you how you want to colour those up. It is really up to you. Terry saying that the samples are gorgeous. Shawneen saying that she loves colouring as well. I know how excited you guys are all getting. Not long to wait now until all these shows are live over on HSN. Some of the products are there live now as well at the moment. If you want to join the conversation, now remember I am monitoring the conversations in the Crafters Companion USA Facebook live feed. So that's where I am. going through all of these comments. A lot of you loving them. Still loads of messages coming in. Jane saying Sara makes everything so doable, doesn't she just? Remember as well that if you want to watch this back, maybe you know someone that would love to be watching this preview right now that maybe doesn't have it up. Don't forget that you can share this as well. There's a button on Facebook that allows you to share it with your friends, or whether it's your whole feed or maybe someone in particular. But remember, you've got Sara all day on Tuesday over on HSN. You're going to be loving it. Christine saying Florida has wonderful weather. Sara may not go home. I've got a bit of a plot twist for you. Sara's not going to Florida. She's actually going to be here in our studio in the Northeast, because obviously she's going to be beamed live from Newton Aycliffe to Florida, because of course there's a travel ban at the moment. None of us can travel. But anyway, thanks to modern technology, it means that Sara can be beamed live from our studios here into the HSN studio and still share with you all the hints, all the tips, all of the inspiration as well. So make sure you join for the shows all day. So you can see 9, 10, 2, 3, 6, 9, 11 as well there. Loads of you saying hello from all over, Colorado. Jodie saying she has a list ready. Thank you. I've got the booklet. Congratulations. Gold star for you, Jodie, for getting that booklet downloaded. Julie saying hi. Donna saying how easy Sara makes everything. And Cindy saying hello from Pennsylvania. Hello to you, Cindy. Anyway, I think Sara's ready to share us. Now, the next one that we've got, even I was like, ooh, I'm ready for this. Caught Sara slacking. She's having a cup of tea over there. I thought she's going to share the fact she's having a cup of tea with you for a moment. Now it turns out I've just grassed her up.
I have it hidden down here, Joe, so no one's... Well, you've got 3 hours. You've got to wind me up and set me off, but you've got to keep us well lubricated while we're going. Right. You love these. We brought these in January, and we've managed to get them back in stock, because basically this is this super clever die set to allow you to do these 3-dimensional pop-up boxes. Oh, how cute's this one that's got the... Oh, that's a lovely idea, putting the cut on the edge. But they fold flat to go into an envelope. Yet when they open up, they're going to make this lovely 3D effect. Now, those of you in our subscription box program will have your pop-up box little mini kit, which is a brilliant starting point. This is how you can then make a pop-up box out of anything you have. So can you see how different they are, by the way? They're all different heights. You can make it whatever height that you want, but you basically are getting all of the tools, the dies, to do the really, really clever bit. Now, let me show you what comes in this collection. Again, this is on at 10 o'clock. We're still just in the 9 o'clock hour, sorry. So we literally have just got started and launched. This is the die set, okay? This is as it comes looking to you. When you cut everything out, this is what it makes. So it's going to make the 3-dimensional box with the pieces that come inside. So again, it's folding flat to go in the envelope, standing up proud when it makes a box. So it cuts all of these extra pieces out. Then you also get this extra die set to go with it. So this is the first die set that we did in a program whereby you can get the stamps and the dies to give you some ideas of what can go inside the box. So we will have other sets. Those of you who got this on the subscription program will now be getting these on subscription. What we will do is we will work on getting the subscription ones back in stock so that if you get the box, you'll be able to make these in future. However, once you've got the box, basically you put anything in. You can make anything you have into a pop-up box. That's why this is so exciting, okay? Now, the actual die itself, right? When we get this, I'm going to get this out. Oh, we've got a brand new one. That's because this is going to be coming to one of you guys. Keep your comments coming. Joel, pick one of you. You take this off. This is what we call the worker die, right? So this is the clever one. You see how it doesn't have a cutting edge along the bottom here? That's because you're going to pop it on top of your piece of cardstock. Oh, it just so happens. We've made it, can we just have a moment of appreciation for this? We've made it the right size to fit in your Gemini Junior. Those of you who have a Gemini Junior. Those of you who have the large Gemini, it will fit at the top of your cardstock, and you could be making pop-up boxes as long as your Gemini plate is, right? So this goes on the top. You're going to pop this together and send it through your Gemini. let's just skip that bit because I'm going to be here all day at the pace at which I'm going. What you then do is trim this to how deep you want it. So can you see that was this height here, right? And then I've trimmed it another couple of inches longer. So however long you want, and it gives me this sort of shaping here. What you're then going to do is just bring on your scoring board, and we're going to extend the score lines that are already in there. So if I just find, here's the score line here, going to extend it all the way down to the bottom. And this one here, that's the side cutting, we're going to extend this all the way down to the bottom. And by the way, whatever you make, you need 2 of them. So here's my secondary one. I'm going to score this all the way down to the bottom, and this one here, oh, don't let it trip off, all the way down to the bottom. This is why these scoring boards are so handy, because obviously I had a scoring line every 1/8 of an inch, which was just perfect to get it exactly right. Now, you fold this over. Just realised I put my scoring tool in there and I want it, don't I? Let's have a look. We're going to give it a nice burnish on here. So we fold these over, burnish the edges, and you get that lovely scored finish. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there's 3 little marks on there. I'm going to show you. Those little marks are showing us where to put the excess piece that we've got. So all will become clear in just a moment. So fold them both ways. So can you see what I'm doing there? I'm giving the score lines that we've just added in a nice fold. If you like your score lines made with your ultimate better than the ones made with your dies, you can absolutely go over them again with your scoring tool, but I find the die ones just come out perfect, to be honest. So there we go. Put all of these in. Then what you're going to do is we're just going to put tape and glue this together. So that is going to connect to that. So pop our tape on here, and then also on this side here, and these all connect together to make like one big, oh, perfect box template. So you can see there, we're just going to get this all down together. Now, I've just heard how many of you are tuning in for today's preview. I have a feeling this might be the biggest, best attended preview we might have ever done. So I'm glad you're liking it. If, as we were saying before, as Joe was saying, if you've got any crafty friends who watch HSN as well that you think might like this, give us a share, because all we're doing is literally previewing everything that we have on HSN. And the good thing is, this will live on. So if you want to spend the weekend having a good browse through our booklet, see what it is that we're doing that you might fancy having a go at, you can go back and watch the video. So you can say, oh, right, what did she do? What was them pop-up box dies again? I can't remember if I want to get them or not. You can go back and you can watch this show over again, see how I work it, and decide whether you're going to go for that or not. A lot of people say they love how we do this because it means then you're not under pressure on the day. You can make all of your decisions before we get to the day. Now, can you see what I've done? These here, by the way, have all been cut out with this panel die here. So you're going to cut this out 3 times. And then inside the box, we've actually made little marks. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pop these in, and I'm just going to stick this up against, I don't know, you might be able to see it better from the sideways camera. I'm going to line these up against the little marks that we've put in there. So there's one, and then I'm going to do this, well, if you do them one at a time, you see, what you can do is you can put one in, you can fold the whole thing flat, give it a little bit of a push down, which means you know it's right for folding flat. When it opens up, there's your first piece in there. So I'll do that again, but I know Joe's got, he's trying to keep up to date with the comments. I think he's having more of a job on trying to keep up to date with the comments. I was thinking I had the difficult job, Joe, and you had the easy one.
I think my thumbs are going to fall off with all this scrolling at this rate, I'm sure. A lot of people are asking about the apron again, Sarah, and whether they'll have a chance to purchase the apron this time around on HSN.
What does Taylor, the boss, say? Taylor will know.
Oh, I'm not sure. We will find out.
We'll get Taylor to have a look and find out.
Fantastic. We think, little rumours whirring back here, that we think it might be on the show. So hopefully you will be able to find it.
It depends really on how many of you ordered it after the show last time, because I know there was a few left at the end of the show. But yes, it's interesting to see. I think there's potentially some talk that we might be able to be getting. They might have some that'll be on I'm pretty sure that if they have it, it'll go into the 3 o'clock show.
Fantastic. So do keep checking back for those. Loads of you commenting along. Deborah saying there's a box for every occasion in here, which is fantastic. Sherry saying, OMG, love these. Sally, so cute. The cutest boxes, says Suze. And Poet saying, great for using up all the other stamps that you have in your collection. Absolutely they are. They're good for sort of maybe reinvigorating some of your stash. Julia says as well, if you don't have these, you need them. Oh, do you want some breaking news?
Go on.
The apron,
yes.
Not only is it in stock, it is in stock right now over
Oh-ho.
on the HSN page. So get yourself over there and grab it. Sonia says she thinks it was sold out when she checked. Well, go have a look. We believe it is in stock right now on the page. So do have a look for that. Gina's saying how much they love these. Christine saying these boxes are awesome. Michelle saying how much she loves all of the HSN shows. Loads of you do. Loads of you can't wait for all of those shows on Tuesday. So 9, 10, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 11. I mean, there's absolutely no excuses, is there? You're definitely going to be able to tune in for some of those. So make sure you get yourself over there for them. Tammy says, wow, look how many of us are watching this today. Absolutely you are. There are thousands of you watching across Facebook and YouTube as well. And keep those comments coming in because, of course, someone is going to win this in a few minutes' time, which is fantastic. Actually, I've already picked my winner. Are you ready for it?
Oh, go on. Tell us, Joe.
Debbie Grott. Congratulations. You are the winner. Debbie Grott. You need to email prizes@craftscompanion.com. You will be winning the pop-up box die. So make sure you drop us an email. Becky saying, a shout out to the fantastic design team members. Thanks for all the inspiration and all the great samples, which is lovely as well from Becky. Jennifer saying she loves the apron and mug. Love the box die, says Alyssa as well. And loads of you just generally saying how much you can't wait for these to appear on HSN. Loads of you getting really, really excited. There is so much to come as well. We have literally just scratched the surface of what is coming. So the apron on its own is available on HSN. I think it was the apron and mug, someone was saying, was out of stock. So it's just the apron on its own. Love the bow. It's adorable. Wow.
Yeah, this I must just tell you, Joe, this is available as an extra.
Okay.
So if you want to get just the bow, I wanted to show everybody how to make it, but that is available as an extra. This is it here. So you can go for just the ornate bow set. We also have, which are brilliant to go with this, a set of stamps that are basically all of the special effect backgrounds that you can do to decorate all of your boxes. And we have this amazing paper pad, which is designed beautifully to go with exactly this kit. So if you wondered where the lovely papers are from that I'm working with, they're all from this kit. So all I've done, Joe, is I've done that lovely decorative bow to go on the front. You know how the die set was in 2 pieces? The second piece was this one here, where you could stamp and then die cut all of them. I've stamped, coloured, die cut them. We've got them all ready and they are all going to go. Can you see they just all stick around your box like this? And what you do, how this all works, you pop these onto a piece of acetate. Then the piece of acetate, you put a little bit of tape on it and they basically sit on the acetate like that. That's how you get. So if I show you to the close-up one, can you see you're putting a little bit of tape on them here onto the acetate, and then they're going to sit in all of those little pieces as we go, and you just keep adding all of the bits either on a pop out or into the base. That bow's going to add onto the front, and you just keep adding more and more of these. I'm very conscious that I'm running out of time here, Joe. So I've got one here that I've stuck all of those in the middle and stuck that bow on. So can you see? So you learned how to make the actual box itself. We've learned how to make the bow, and then this all folds up to go into an envelope. Now, because that bow's 3D, you're going to want to make a 3D envelope box with our envelope maker. But how easy is that box when you know how to do it, when you've got the right tools of the trade? Make sure you don't miss the 9 o'clock show and you can all have a go at it.
Yeah, make sure you are tuning in. Make sure you grab those. They are making the most beautiful, beautiful boxes. Loads of you commenting along. Beautiful papers. Love the flowers. The bow is beautiful. A lot of you are talking about. Right, I want to show you something else that is coming up. In 10 a.m. This will be with you, and it is our creator cards. Now, these are gorgeous. So there's a couple of different bundles of these. So firstly, we have the Thorn Swirl, which is this one here, which is gorgeous. That is coming along with the Clamshell Horizon that you can see there. So those two are together in one collection. Or then the other one that we have is this one here, which is the Only Love, or it comes with, sorry, I should say, a Country Garden as well. Now, the creator cards are exactly that, as you would imagine. It means that in one pass, you've pretty much created a whole card, which is fantastic. So you can see here what this is going to do. This one here is the Thorn Swirl that you've got. It cuts out, pop that over a bit of patterned paper, pop a sentiment on there, you've got a card ready to go. This one here is the Clamshell Horizon. Now this one is fantastic. This is actually been put onto a little paper bag. What a really lovely way of using that. And again, you could see you get a really different look and feel compared to what you cut it on, and also then what you put behind it. So maybe some pattern card with then something like a mirror or a matte mirror behind there works well, and that's exactly what's been done here. I really love this one that's used the heart, because it has got that lovely mirror behind there. So there's that. Then what we've got here is this one is the Country Garden as well. I love these floral elements. Lots of nice sort of bits of open space in here. So if you want to bling these up, put a few gems on there, absolutely you can. Because of the amount of open space, great for things like stained glass window techniques behind there. You've got water reactive inks, I think, has been used here. So if you love the smooshing and all of the inking, then you're going to be able to do that and then pop this over the front. Again, I mean, it's a pretty standard, pretty straightforward card. You've got that panel cut from there, using it as an aperture, and then an inked background behind, and then you've got a little sentiment on there, and that is again ready to go. This one here is the Thorn Swirls. Now this is cut with pattern paper and then just overlaid over some of our plain Centura pearl. A really lovely way to do this. Don't think about using the full size of these as well. Think about cutting these down if you want to and using them for things like tags. How opulent do they look with that Art Deco black and gold? And again, we've got the hearts there and the florals again. Loads of different ways that you can use these. If you want to see them, they'll be up in the 10 a.m. show, so don't miss out on those. What's next, Sarah?
Oh, Joe, we're going well here. We're almost a third of our way into the show, and we've only just finished previewing the first hour. That's pretty much how we roll when we do these previews. Right, the new large foil solid sentiments. Now, I'm going to see if I can get the full screen picture so that you can see the two options. But before we do that, I wanted to show you how these look, because they are delightful. Now, with a little bit of colour, can you see it's a big block with some extras going around it. So whether you've got the You're a Star, how immense is the amazing champagne bottle, right? The champagne bottle is just absolutely to die for. There's another one with the champagne bottle. I've got loads. Oh, and don't forget, with all of these, you can use the waist as well. So this one here has used the waist in here. Let's have a look. We've got the With Love. Oh, the With Love is good. Look at the really big panel that you can be doing here. Now, I did say I'd show you a picture. Let me just quickly show you. There's two options. So the first option is your Treasured Sentiments, which has the Especially For You, the With Love, and the Home Sweet Home, which I'm just going to tell you now. Right now is very, very of the moment. This will be the popular one. Then we've also got the Celebration set, which is your Happy Birthday, the champagne glass that I'm showing you, and the You're a Star. So that's the one I was in the middle of showing you. You'll get 3 of those along with a roll of foil to go with it. So you can see there the roll of foil. Of course, you can have a look at all of these if you go and look in our booklet. We did say we'd drive you around the bed telling you to download that booklet, but it's like a full-on show guide. So if you want to know, if you want to see more inspiration, you want to see some samples, that's what you need to do. You want to be having a look. Now, you know who absolutely loves foiling, right? You know, I'm going to keep showing you a few samples while we all have a think about who absolutely loves foiling. Our Craig. absolutely loves foiling. And we're gutted at the moment because Craig is self-isolating at home. So we keep FaceTiming with him every couple of days so that we still get to see him. But he's not able to be in the studio with us because usually Craig would come and do some previews with us. He would love to be part of the previews. Well, I didn't want him to feel too left out just because he couldn't be in the preview. So I rang him last night and I said, Craig, why don't you come and be a part of our preview? So via the magic of video, we've actually got Craig just to tell you what he thinks about these files.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry that I couldn't join you again this month for the HSN preview. I know going by last month you're going to have an absolute blast like you did with Sara and Joe, getting to see all the goodies that are going to be coming up with Sara next week on HSN Craft Day. Of course, couldn't be a craft day without the foil press. You know how much I absolutely love my foil press, and I think you'll begin to know how much I'm loving our new solid sentiments. Here's just one of the things that I quickly made up on this one here, because the samples that I made are across at the studio ready for Facebook Live. This is actually the waist of one of them. This is the Eurostar, and that's actually the waist of the disco ball. And what I've just done is I already had a bit of card with the actual glitter inks that I'd made a background and just filed onto that. So you'll have an absolute blast, that is for sure. Obviously, I just want to say as well, a massive thank you to everyone that tuned in and joined me every single day across on the Fans of Crafters Companion on HSN Facebook page, where we were opening the doors of the Customer Appreciation Month calendar. What originally was the plan of a wee 15-minute live every day, just opening the door and talking about what was behind the door, ended up being at least an hour's live every single day, where not only did we do some chatting, but we also done some crafting as well. And we made a crafting project of every single die and stamp set that came out from behind every door. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you. I know a lot of you are disappointed that it is over with now, but as I've said, I promise you we will keep doing the lives, that's for sure. Maybe not every single day, but we'll certainly we'll carry on throughout the month of May, and I'll pop in every couple of days and do a Facebook Live into the group for you all. We'll maybe focus on the calendar that was from December, the Christmas Advent calendar, see what we can come up with that, and we might even go back to some of your subs boxes as well and see what we can create with that. But it has been a huge success, and I really do appreciate you spending your time every single day with me. You have been saying, you know, thank you to Crafters Companion and thank you to me for doing it, but a big thank you for tuning in, because it's helped me just as much as it's helped you. But then talking about lives, as soon as Sara and Joe are finished their HSN Preview Live, I hope you can come across to my Facebook page. So it's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern, it's going to be 12 noon Central Time, or it's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific Time, where it's going to be our usual Friday night Facebook Live. And I say Friday night because it's early night time here in the UK. Well, it's going to be 6 p.m. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the floral decoupage. You know by now how much I love my floral decoupage, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend a couple of hours just demoing and having a chat about the floral decoupage. I've been waiting to do this live for ages, but I did have to wait on it being released here in the UK, which finally it has been as of last week. So that's what we're going to do across on my Facebook page. So I'm going to head back to Sara and Joe. Love to you all, missing all the guys, Sara and Joe and Johnny and Laura and the whole team, Jenny as well across Crafters Companion HQ. But you know, we're getting there. I'm about halfway through isolation, but the main thing is I'm keeping well, and that's the main thing. So, right guys, I'm going to head off. Stay safe, stay well, and more importantly, stay in. See you later on. Bye.
Always so lovely to have Craig on these shows. If you want to, of course, find Craig on Facebook, Craig-led Crafters Companion is where you need to go. Lots of you saying how fun it was to have Craig opening the Customer Appreciation calendar as well. Loads of you loving this show. Make sure you keep getting all of your comments in. All of the product that Sara demonstrates, we will be giving away. So keep commenting. You can comment as many times as you like. There are literally thousands and thousands of you watching this preview live at the moment. And make sure you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Make sure you've got that booklet downloaded, because that is your show guide. It is your sort of, I want to call it a thesaurus, but that's the wrong word. It's your sort of compendium, or your program to all of the fabulous crafty stuff that's going to be coming up on HSN. And I can see Sara's got something else fabulous that she's super keen to show you.
Oh yes, look what I got back, look what I got back, look what we managed to get back in stock. You guys loved these when we launched them, because really clever cards, but it's a full kit. This one opens up and makes this amazing 3D concertina card. I'm going to show you how easy they are to do. Look at all the different designs we've got. You can be literally opening it up, putting it together. You get everything you need in the kit to make these absolutely gorgeous cards. And I know they look super complicated. Wait till I make you one and you're like, oh my life, I can't believe how easy that is to do. It's just about knowing how to do it and having all of the kit, right? So this is the set here. It's a 288 piece set. 288 double concertina card making kits. Okay, it's going to make 24 cards in total, so everything you need, even the envelopes to put them in. And I'm moving all this to one side because you've got all of the step-by-step instructions in here. However, you can just cut back to this point in the video and watch me make them. So because they're so easy, you don't even need the instructions. What you need is, for each one there is 2 parts to the design. So if I want to do the nice pinky one, you have this large sheet, and they are oversized printed die cut sheets, and this half sheet that goes with it. So the first thing you're going to do is literally just pop out all of these bits. So this is on the most incredible quality, thick, beautiful, double-sided printed gorgeous cardstock. Now there are more toppers in here than you could shake your hat at. Is that a saying, or have I just made that up, Joe? But there's more toppers than you could shake your pokey to, lad. I know that much. But you've got plenty of toppers. We've done them for generic occasions like birthday, thank you, thinking of you, sending lots of love. But you can do, obviously you can interchange all of these sentiments. We've just made sure that basically we put you loads of toppers. How useful are these extra toppers going to be? We just pop you loads of those in, kind of as a bonus, as an extra. So we get all these pieces popped out. There is no waste here. Look at this. All these pieces. We even had this little bit down here, so we've even put you an extra little topper in there. Like next to no waste at all. Then the scoring lines on these, if I just bring that nice scoring tool back in, I'm just going to fold them and score. Look at the lovely print on the back of the card. So even when you're looking from the back of one of the cards, they even look gorgeous. Of course, they look wonderful from the front. I think I love the purple one. I think it's my favourite. But then also it looks brilliant from the back as well. So we really have tried to think of everything. We've become quite famous, for these card making kits. And I just think everybody loves that you can do something nice and simple, but that looks so professional. So I've just done Mountain Valley, Mountain Valley, Mountain Valley, and actually I'm going to turn them all the other way in, because it's really nice when you crease and fold your lines from both sides, right? So there's my inner piece, and then my outer piece, exactly the same. I can see those fold lines. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3, and fold them both ways, so you get this really nice super duper fold. So that's going to be the basis of our card. Now you put tape, and our tape pens are spot on for doing this. So you put tape down one side and down the other. And then now I'm going to come in on the close-up so that you can see this. On this bit here, can you see there's 2 like little gaps here? These slot into those gaps. So you pop them into those gaps, line up your fold line with the edge, and then that is when you're just going to push it and stick that behind. So let me show you the same at the other side. You've got those 2 little gaps. You pop this into those little gaps, then you're going to line up the fold line against the edge of the card, and then just stick that one in the back in place. So that's our sticking. And then what you'll find is, as long as you've done Mountain Valley, you're going to be able to just pop the card into the little gaps. Same here, little gap there, and then all the card folds together. So you can see we've done that lovely shaping straight off. Then you bring your 2 outer pieces and you can see where it's told you where the gluing area is. So just put your tape, or if you want to use a wet glue, if you're more of a wet glue kind of gal or guy, you are able to do your wet glue into there. But I find it loads easier just to do it with the tape pens. Please, if you're using any other brands of tape pens though, don't be sticking your cards together like this with tape pens, because I wouldn't want them coming apart and the whole card ruined just because you didn't use good enough glue. I can tell you now our glues are good enough. I don't have the same level of confidence with other brands of glue that are out there, but I really do with our own. However, I know most of you out there watching are total Crafter's Companion glue tape pen addicts, just like I am. So I know you'll be using all the best glue. So look how easy that was to do all of that. And then literally all I need to do now, Joe, is just decide, are we making this for a nice birthday? So we'll just do wishing you the happiest of birthdays. You could actually 3D this up if you wanted to put if you wanted to use little foam pads on the top. And then you put your other little toppers, whatever you want to, on the insides here.
How fabulous is that? Loads of love for these in the comments. Cindy says, OMG, buying it all so far. Loads of you loving this. Love these cards, says Jackie. Tom says these are so pretty. Sorry, Tony says these are so pretty. Christine saying she loves these. Barbie loves the colours as well. And April says gorgeous and so elegant. We will be giving this one away. Who are we going to give it to? Let's make a decision. It is going to Michelle Parsons. Congratulations, Michelle. You need to email us prizes@crafterscompanion.com and we will make sure we get this sent out to you. Keep getting your comments in, because the more Sara demos, the more we give away, which is fantastic. So make sure you keep getting those comments in. Oh, there's another original. We're getting your roots there, Sara, but it's a good job. They're looking great, I'm pleased to say, now that you've been popping that treatment on them.
Let's have a little look. Do you want to have another little look? Hey, they are looking too bad.
They're looking great.
Do you want to have a little look? Look at these ones back here. That's what colour it should be. Oh dear, we'll hide that, right? And then look how good my little sprays you were. Do you know, I was worried because at the end of the day, I am going to be on national TV in America next week, broadcasting to 93 million homes, with the hair that hasn't been touched now in over 2 months. So I'm pleased I found a little bit of a solution. Thank goodness. And the nails are looking good. I bought myself one of those lamps, you know, Joe, that does the zzz with the UV light. So I am HSN ready. You know, today, normally, this is the usual HSN schedule. I spend Saturday morning, the whole morning in the hairdressers, getting the bouffant sorted, getting the nails done, and then 6 o'clock Sunday morning, I'm on the aeroplane ready to go. So it's so it was brilliant to be able to get everything ready. Still glam myself up, and I'll still be with you on Tuesday, even though I'll be coming to you, as Joe said, live from Crafters Companion HQ here in Newton Aycliffe. Right, Michelle, I've got your card there ready to go. I will box up everything else ready for you, and we'll get that whizzing its way to you next week. Huge congratulations. You will love these cards. I want you to send us a picture of what you make. Right, what have you got next for us, Joe?
We're going to be taking a look next at double-sided dies. These are coming up in that 10 a.m. show, and we've got some gorgeous collections for you. These are all about creating really quickly and easily all of your different floral elements. So you've got 3 different options in the first show. So you've got this one here with the beautiful rose. Now, if you've not had our double-sided dies before, they're not a one-pass wonder, they're a one-pass miracle is what they are, because they cut out absolutely everything that you need to create this beautiful floral element. Whether you're putting it on boxes, whether it's going on home decor, if it's going on your cards, it works beautifully however you want to use it. That rose one comes alongside this one just here, the dahlia. Dahlia or dahlia? I always get this wrong. Let me know in the comments. Dahlia with an R apparently. Dahlia, so that one is coming in there. Of course, the great thing is you can colour these up as they're meant to, or what you can do is make your own sort of new incarnations if you want to. So you've got the dahlia and the rose in there. Your other options are this one here, love this one, the Cosmos. And the Cosmos is coming alongside this one here that is the Peony. Ever so popular. Whenever we bring you peonies, they're usually one of the absolute favourites. And then what you've also got here is the Daffodil, fabulous for spring, of course. And that's coming with, I haven't got a board for it, but it's coming with the Pansy, which is this one just here. We also, I believe, have the foliage on the show as well. The Sprigs and Blossoms will be available for you on the show too if you want to go for that, and that's what really helps to go with all of your projects. Let me show you some of the great things you're going to be making, because look at this, wonderful for cards, whether they're sort of larger statement cards, or you can do smaller cards with these. You can arrange them and have multiples of them on the one project if you want to. A great way of using them there, very, very simply. Here, these look beautiful, all layered up. This one here is got the roses on there, as you can see, layered up. And not just about cards, check this out. A lovely home decor plaque that someone's made there, which is beautiful. And I just had to show you this one because I loved it. This beautiful anniversary card that's been made using that one as well. Keep getting your comments in. Remember, every single product that Sara demonstrates and makes something within the show, we're going to give that product away. Something that's always super popular and really trendy at the moment is what Sara's got next.
Oh, indeed it is. These are the mandalas, but these are 3D mandalas. Now, I can remember these being all the rage when I got into card making, so you'll be talking about 18 years ago. But back then, we used to have to buy rubber stamps and stamp them and then cut them all out. So can you see this has been layered up, layer by layer, on the front to make a full 3-dimensional card. So whether you do them layered like this, or look at this one. This is gorgeous, Joe. Look at that. So that has just been stamped, embossed, and then layered up. And then the 3D-ness is absolutely off the chart. Now, I love them. These are calling out, by the way, to be glittered. So if you don't have any glitter, it's the law that you just have to go and get some glitter, because I think the glitter just takes them up to another level. These would also be something fabulous to do with the kids. Do you know, it's especially, I mean, I would say my 6-year-old, our Oliver, would be great with this. Definitely not Charlie. We'll not be letting Charlie loose with the glitter and the glue. That would be his idea of heaven and my idea of a nightmare to clean up. But I think these a 1 onto acetate. I'm going to do a 1 onto acetate for you because I think they look fabulous. So let me just show you what you get in the kit, okay? These are, we brought you some of these. Oh, crikey, can't remember how long ago it was, but you'll love them. So we've brought you some more designs here. So you get 2 here. This is the Karma. So can you see, the idea is you stamp it, and then you've got 4 layers of dies here. So you can cut them out as individual layers, and when they layer up, they look like this. So you've got the Karma, and then you've also got the Chakra. I do love, this is the Chakra that I've planned to demonstrate. So again, this time you get the 5 layers, so you can stamp it and then you can layer them up one at a time to make this lovely 3D element. So let me just show you, okay? I've got here, if you want to stamp them, you're going to use your stamping pad, but I've done the difficult part, right? I've stamped it and I've done a little bit of heat embossing. So can you see it's just a little bit of acetate, and I've stamped and heat embossed with a little bit of black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some glitters now. So I like to glitter onto this side because we're going to see it perfect on the other side. Don't do what I've just done, knock a bit off with your nails, right? So if I open this up, and I'll do this onto the white so that you can see it easily. These, by the way, are brilliant. If you haven't got our little pots, I think they're on the HSN website, go and have a little look, because I've just decanted some of my glue in, and you can get into some really fine little areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go just some fine areas where we're going to go with the first colour of glitter. Now, I was going to put some glitter in the kits, and then I thought, you know what, glitter is something that everybody has at home. You've all got some glitters at home. So get the glitters out that you've got, get some more use out of them. And I put another stamp and die set in. So instead of doing one stamp and die set with a bit of glitter, I've decided just to go whole hog and give you both designs in the kit instead, and let you use some of the glitter that you've already got at home. So let's have a look. I've done half of it here. Halfway around where I would use the first colour of glitter. So then I'm going to bring in a little bit of my gold, pop the glitter. I've got the ultra fine glitter here because it's just a lot, it's a lot finer. So when we tap, oh dear, I've got it all over. Of course I have. Right, I'm going to give that a bit of a tap off. and we just end up with glitter where we want it. She says with it all over the mat as well, we're supposed to only end up with glitter just where we want it. So tap all of this out, and then I'm going to come in with the second lot. So put the lid on there. Let's do this. I'm going to just go down to now a rose gold. So I'm going to do exactly the same with the next shade in, get a little bit of that rose gold in. I'm just going to continue in that way all the way around here. So Joe, what's everybody make of what's everybody saying about these ones?
Oh, everyone absolutely love them. Loads of people saying how fabulous they are. So pretty with all those layers. Robin saying, yeah, some glitter, lol. I think Robin maybe has a little more than some glitter. Oh, the mandala, says Lisa. A lot of people talking about your glue bottles and how handy those are as well, Sara. So I suppose we better give these away, hadn't we?
Ooh, well, if I'm demonstrating them, I think we definitely should be, Joe. That's your job there.
We're so generous.
You give my stuff away, that's what you normally do.
Oh, you know, that's what I'm good at, let's face it. Kathy Fox, who's watching us on YouTube, you're going to be winning these. So keep commenting along, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We're monitoring all your comments across all of our different feeds. There are thousands of you watching at the moment. This is one of those, Sara, I imagine you can really just sort of lose yourself in.
This is the idea, Joe, and I think this has actually been quite timely, because at the moment people are looking for new crafts that they can try, things that are nice, and mindfulness is the key word that people talk about a lot of the time. Working with mandalas, whether it's that you're doing some colouring with them, whether it's that you're doing some glittering like I'm doing. These would be brilliant, by the way. You could just colour these in. You don't have to glitter them. I'm just showing you how you can take it to the next level if you wanted to do all of the glittering. But can you see how it's just that little bit of relaxation? You cannot help but slow down when you're doing it. You're forced into that little bit of time of I'm just having a bit of relaxation, and I'm going to absolutely love it. It's lovely. So I'm not going to go all the way around with them. I'm going to give a little bit more and then show you where I'm getting on. Let's have a little bit of copper on this one. So can you see I'm doing, even though we've got the first bit of glitter down, doesn't matter. I'm going straight over the top with the next bit of glitter, giving that a bit of a tap. And then you can see how that glitter is starting to build up all them different pieces. So let's get this glitter put away, and we'll have a little bit of a recce on how we're getting on with it all. So there's my glitter put into this one. I've still got glitter all over there. It's every time, Joe, every time I get a bit of glitter out. Now, you're going to continue all the way around like that, and then leave it to dry. Just leave it to dry overnight. Don't try and artificially force dry it quicker. Don't think, oh, I'll give it a bit of heat. You'll spoil the gluing, right? This is one, I actually did this a few days ago now when I was getting ready for the show. So this has had a load of time to dry. And then look what happens when you turn it over. You're left with that black embossing and all of that amazing glitter there. Now, I just want to show it off. So I've just created a really simple base card, and I'm going to use my 3D glue gel and actually my little pokey tool. Oh, did you say who'd won this one as well, Joe? Did you tell me who had won it?
Kathy Fox is the lucky winner of this one, so we'll be sending this out to you. So long as you email us, prizes@crafterscompanion.com, we'll be getting it on its way to you. Can you stamp on acetate? Absolutely, you can. Now, have you downloaded the booklet? I do hope you have, because it's got all of the information in there that you need. It has got, of course, all the show information, all the pricing information. Now, I've heard that nearly 1,000 of you have downloaded the booklet, but I know that there's many more of you watching than that. So that makes me think maybe a few of you haven't yet. Now is a great chance to do so. So you can see the details along the bottom of the screen there. It is also pinned to the comments wherever you're watching us, whether that's on Facebook or over on YouTube. You'll find it there. Julia is saying, I'll definitely try this technique with the glitter. Cindy, I love this, says this project is self-soothing for the soul. What a great way of thinking about it.
What a great way to think. I love that idea.
What ink do you use to stamp on the heat-resistant acetate is what Christine is using. Asking.
So if you are going to stamp and emboss, then you need to use something that's going to take your embossing powder. That's what I did here, Joe. I stamped and embossed it in black on this one. So I use our watermark ink pad. If you are going to stamp but you don't want to emboss, I would recommend using a permanent ink pad. Something like a StazOn would be brilliant on your acetate there.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, there we go. A couple of little globules of glue gel on the edge here. And I'm just going to pop this little congratulations across the front, because congratulations, remind me again who I'm sending this through. It was Kathy, wasn't it?
Kathy Fox.
Kathy Fox.
Kathy with a C.
Kathy with, oh, I'm pleased you've told me, because I hate it when people send me a card and
what's the funniest ones, the funniest spellings that you get?
Oh, I get Zara, I get Zahara, I get Sarah with a H. So to Kathy, tons of crafty love. Sarah. There we go. So Kathy, your card, as long as you send us your address, it is going to be on its way to you, and I think that one is a truly spectacular card. Now, you've still got plenty of chances to win a Sara Davies original, because we are not even halfway into the show. I'm still showing you the stuff that's going to be coming up on the afternoon. Don't forget, I'm on at 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Then I'm on at 2 o'clock and a little bit of 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be up for a full hour at 6 o'clock with the lovely Helen, and then, drum roll please, I will be with Adam for a full hour at 9 o'clock, and also a little bit of his 11 o'clock show, which I can't wait for. So I'm going to get all this glitter tidied up, Joe, and get ready for my next preview.
Yeah, absolutely do. I'm going to take us into the 2 p.m. show, because I've got the first product we're going to look at from that 2 p.m. show. Now, we're going to have a look at in a second the aqua markers and the aqua blend pencils. Now, what I would say is, yes, Sara is going to be taking you through these on the show. However, she's not going to be able to show you as much as we get to show you over on Crafters TV. We've got those Colour Me Happy shows, and we did recently feature the aqua markers, and we've also recently featured the aqua blend pencils as well. So there's 2-hour shows on both of these products. So if you want them, definitely get them as soon as the deals go live over on HSN, and then pop yourself back over on Crafters TV on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk, .com, of course, for you guys, and you'll be able to watch them back. Go into Crafters TV, and all of our shows live there. Right, I want to show you what you're getting. So you're getting the floral collection. Let's start with firstly. In here, you're going to get your aqua markers. Now, these are great. 2 ends on these. You've got a larger sort of brush style nib, and then you've got that regular fine point as well. In here, you get the begonia, the rose pink, the blossom, the marigold, the jasmine, the sunflower, the meadow, the bud green. You've got the leaf green, the orchid, the heather, and the wild flower. So you get 12 in there. You're also going to get as well the floral pencils. These are an artist quality pencil that we bring to you, that you can then bring in a little bit of water and have all of those gorgeous watercolouring techniques with. 24 pencils designed to work beautifully and complement your aqua markers. So that is your floral collection. Everyone gets as well the pad in here as well. So it's that premium watercolor pad, which is fantastic, in a 5x7 size, which actually, if you do something on here, it's a great size just to mat and layer up onto a card for a pretty much a ready-made card. We also have the nature collection as well. So in here, you're going to get your aqua markers. In this one, you're going to get sunset, amber, chestnut, fawn, desert, topaz, evergreen, sea green, kingfisher, peacock blue, marine, and boulder. And then what you're going to get, of course, is then all of those artist quality watercolor pencils, which are going to go beautifully with them. 24 pencils in there to match perfectly. Remember, this is coming up in that 2 p.m. hour. Let me show you some of the absolutely gorgeous things that you're able to create with these. Check these out. Some of these are with our aqua markers. Some of these are, of course, with our aqua blend pencils. I love this one. This is a really gorgeous stamp there. You can see it's been colour. Really love this as well. Think about maybe even if you've got the clear overlay from our sparkle pens, maybe layer that over the top of these as well. Give them a little bit of sparkle there too. But again, a real vast array of colours. I really love the different kind of looks and feels that you can get. Something that's much more masculine here as well. And then this one I adore, done with our aqua blend pencils there. as you can see. Remember, these coming up in that 2 p.m. show, so make sure you're tuning in if you want to get the aqua markers alongside the aqua blend pencils as well at the same time. Let me just dip back into those comments. I can see there's thousands of you still watching us across Facebook and across YouTube, so hello to you wherever you are watching us. Donna says, Sara makes crafting possible for everyone. I happen to agree. Now, there is so much more still to come. Can you believe we're only into the afternoon, Sara? I mean, there's so much stuff coming up on Tuesday.
Joe, what did I tell you? This was going to be an awesome, uber massive show, and it's brilliant. Do you know, I love that we get to come and do this full review of everything that's going to be on, so you can kind of get organised. Between this and the booklet, guys, we've totally got you sorted. Right. Beyond excited about this one. I remember launching this at HSN, flying straight over to the UK, doing the launch here in the UK, and our month's worth of stock sold out in 42 minutes here in the UK. It was crazy. You guys absolutely loved them over there. And the idea is, you see, because you can stamp and then die cut and personalise, and that's the key word. Personalise is the word everybody uses these days for any sentiment, any occasion, any person. Sweet 16th. How gorgeous is that? What about you just sending somebody a reason to smile? Oh, I think they'd be lovely. And do you know what? Any of you who've gone for that, you know the very first item where you're going to get the balloon Edgeables, that balloon Edgeable with these would look absolutely immense. They would just look gorgeous. Now, I've got so many cards to show you. However, I'm desperate to just get in and do the demonstration, because when you see how easy these are, you'll absolutely love it. So, Joe, I'm going to make a card. Well, I'm not going to make the card. I'm going to do the stamping ready. We can make it up into a card later. I'm going to do one for you. See this, we don't know who's won this yet. So I'm going to do these for Joe. Now, let me just show you how they come, because you've got two options. It was very remiss of me not to tell you the two options. You can either go for the alphabet. So this is your alphabet set. So they all stamp out. The dies then fit over them, and you've got the little the strings on the balloons. So you've got the alphabet, or you can go for the numbers. There really isn't an or. Honestly, just get them both while we've got them. Get them both. They're very, very, very usable, okay? So I'm going to stamp this, and I'm going to get my stamps for Joe. So if I get get a rocker block out here, and I'm going to just take them one at a time. So really great quality stamps as well, as you would expect from us. So I'm going to take the J, then I'm going to get my O, and I'm going to get my E here. So we're doing a lovely, lovely stamp for Joe. And I'm going to do the multicoloured. So I've got my quick dry inks here. Joe, what's your favourite colour?
Oh, what, just generally?
Just tell us what your favourite colour is.
Oh, hot pink.
Hot pink. Oh, I've got plenty of hot pink. Oh, of course it is, right? So I'm going to put a pale pink on for the top. And then I'm going to put a little bit of hot pink. Does fuchsia sound hot pinky enough for you?
Sounds fabulous is what it sounds.
So I'm going to put some fuchsia coming up the bottom, so we get that hot pink, okay? So then what we do is we stamp Joe, and we've got that lovely two-tone stamping of Joe. Then what we do is just take these. Watch how awesome this is now. Then I get the matching alphabet. And don't they look really three-dimensional? Oh, these would look immense if we embossed them. I'm going to do that next. I'm going to have a go and do that next, okay? So we do the J, and then we do the O, and then we do the E. Oh, J-O-E. So I just line them up perfectly. What I am going to do is just bring in a little bit of tape and hold them in place while we go. So I'm going to really hope that I don't knock them on the way along past. That should be fine. Do you know what these are awesome with? That Gemini Mini, because it's so quick, so easy to do. Just whap them all through, and we have literally done them in a few seconds. Look, I've started sitting my Gemini Mini on top of my big Gemini. It's like it's had a baby, and it was so easy, right? So we've got J-O, and then the last one, come on, E. If you haven't got the Gemini Mini yet, then you need to stay tuned, because, oh yes, our Adam might have put a bit of a request in, which I might be taking advantage of later on. So let me tell you about that when we get to that in a bit. So there is my letters stamped, die cut in around about a minute, right? So there's all the stamped letters for Joe. Whether it's for Joe, whether you do it, let me show you the numbers as well, right? So should we try the numbers, and should we do the numbers with the opaque pigment ink pads? Because I do love them opaque pigments. So stay nice and organised, right? So I'm going to take these off here. I'm going to put my stamps back on here, so that use this as like storage, so that you can be nice and organised. Do the same with your dies. I'll do them in a little bit. Now, are we all going to guess how old Joe is?
106.
Joe is 43.
Plus that, plus VAT.
43, and he's just got some really good hair dye. No, he's not. Joe is 30. You're 32, aren't you, Joe?
33.
I knew you were 33, but I haven't got 2 3, so you're going to be 32. For the purposes of me stamping, I was kind of hoping you would just have me back on that one. Yeah. Maybe that we should really confer on these, shouldn't we? Right. So I'm going to pop the 32. So I'm putting the opaque pigment on now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit of the deeper, that lovely fuchsia. I'm still doing it hot pink for you, Joe. Do you know what I should have done? Silly me. I should have done 34. Then I would have had it ready for your next birthday.
No,
when's your birthday?
My birthday go back down now. I'm on the way back down again. They were going up, now they're going down. So I'll be 32 next birthday. That's absolutely fine.
When is your birthday? What month?
September.
Yeah, so the chances of me not having lost.
I've actually got 2 birthdays. It's a really funny story. I celebrated my birthday on the wrong day for 22 years.
What? How do you do that?
Basically, when we always, I'll give you the really concise version. My mum used to move our birthday around because they always used to work weekends. So if it fell on a weekend, she'd move it. And then she got herself really confused and she applied for my passport. And when she applied for my passport, by that point, I don't think she quite knew when it was. So she just sort of went with the 27th. Then I lost my passport, had to get my birth certificate out. Turns out it was 26, not the 27th.
That is hilarious.
So, I mean, 32, 33, it doesn't really matter now, to be honest.
To be honest, we could have shaved a few more years off. Joe really is only 24. 24. He's 24, but he's had a rough paper round.
Yeah, really, it was all uphill, my paper round. Loads of you chatting away. Wish I was still 32 or 33, says Juanita. Well, thank you, Juanita. Lots of you saying how much you love these. Need 2 sets of these. Do you know what? Yes, that is a good idea. And at the price, I know we're not allowed to tell you prices before the show, but actually, I think with this one, go and have a look. This is one of the ones that they've got on the website ahead of time. So if you follow the link through from the booklet, you'd actually be able to go and order these now, so that you make sure you can get them. Do you want my little top tip, Joe? Yeah,
this is how the HSN website works, okay? And this really frustrates many people, of which I am one. So the HSN website, it processes their orders once a day at midnight. So at midnight, it closes the system down, sends all the orders that have come in that day off to the warehouse. So sometimes you can order something like at 3 or 4 minutes past midnight.
Right.
But then later in the day, it might sell out. Well, your order doesn't process in HSN system till overnight, midnight. So potentially, if there's gazillions of people trying to order that product that day, that's when there's sometimes little glitches in the system happen. So a lot of our really smart customers, do you know what they do?
Super fans.
The super fans get them ahead of time, right? So get them, whether it's now or whether it's on Monday the day before, if you order them, but make sure your order is completed and closed off before midnight, before the craft day starts. You know it's guaranteed and it's on its way to you. Doesn't matter if it sells out during craft day, if there's a mass hysteria and panic, doesn't matter, because it's on its way to you already. Now, this is one of those items. I'm so thrilled we've been able to get it in stock. Whether you do the stamping and embossing, whether you just love the stamping, whatever ink pads that you've got, it is so easy and they make the most useful designs. All I would say is, this is what we call a store cupboard item. So something you should just categorically have in the store cupboard anyway, because it's going to be so useful. Right, I'm going to leave you with that, Joe. I'm going to pop these, Joe, in this little container on here. So at your next birthday, remind me where they are, right? But you should still pick a winner, because I can send this set out to somebody that you choose.
Yes, absolutely. And I've chosen someone, Donna Browning. You're going to be the lucky winner. Pop us an email, prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Give us an email there and we will arrange to have that sent out for you. So just make sure you do that. Don't forget as well to download the booklet, because of course that is where you're going to find all of these wonderful goodies. Now, the Nautical Collection is what we're going to look at next. This is fantastic. Coming up as well. This one's coming up in the 6 p.m. Hour, so we're into the evening now, and this is fantastic because a lot of you talk about with the Nautical Collection being able to make those more masculine themes of cards, and a lot of you talk about this being one of your favourite Sara signature collections because of those masculine elements to it. So really lovely. Of course, Nautical, it's going to have that sea theme there as well, but also I love it because it reminds me of like fun summer days out at the beach, which is fantastic. Again, anyone with boating, you've got some lighthouse themes coming into here as well. There's lots you're going to do with this, and also I love it because it's a good mix of different types of products within the bundle itself. So there's a few of the things that you're going to be able to do with it, which is fantastic. Great for loads of different occasions. It's not really occasion specific, this one, which is fantastic. So you're going to get 2 of our embossing folders included in here, and our embossing folders give you the most amazing amount of depth and detail to that emboss, so it means that you're going to get a really fabulous finished project from there. Now you're going to get 2 die sets included. I only got 1 die set here, and the die set you've got here is the fancy shells. Now this is great for also doing home decor pieces, decorating things like box frames for bathrooms. Maybe you want to do that with it. It's fantastic. Great for underwater themes as well. You're going to get a couple of stamp collections in here too, and I love this. It's the one with the boat and that really lovely big lighthouse there, and you've got all of your different sentiments in there too. That's going to be really popular. That's coming up in the 6 p.m. hour. I must give you a heads up as well, because also going to be available in the show is the paper pad. Now you know how popular our paper pads are, and you can see you've got gorgeous coordinating papers. Will work beautiful with the embossing folders as well, so lots you're going to be able to do with that. It will be very popular, as it always is. And look at this little lighthouse that someone's made here. How gorgeous is that? Imagine making one of those. Looks absolutely fantastic. So that's coming up at 6 p.m. What have you got coming up after that, Sara?
Right, I've just got to warn you about this, okay? Because this is only scheduled to air once, but it is off the chart immense. So if you've been waiting to get our Gemini Mini, right, get it on Tuesday, or get it as soon as this item. Write down this number, 701568. Download the booklet, and you don't have to be making all these notes because it's all in the booklet for you, right? If you get this here, so let me just put this to one side, okay? You get the Mini, and you get this box of all things which has been designed to go with the Mini. So let me just show you. It is your springtime crafting bundle. I'm going to open it and I'm going to walk you through it a bit at a time. So 220 elements, all designed to work perfectly in conjunction with your Gemini Mini. So let's have a little look at what's in this, okay? So when we open this up, all wrapped up in tissue, first of all, you get one of these amazing booklets, and it's basically all of your card layout and suggestions. So if you're new to card making, or you just want a bit of a bit of support, few ideas, it gives you the ideas of how you could lay out all of the cards. Now, when I first started crafting with my card making, these are advanced cards. I'll show you some of those in fact, let's just show you one now. These are the cards that I used to really struggle with. What I used to struggle with was getting the layout of the card perfectly organised and balanced. So knowing if I put a sentiment here, where, how many extra embellishments should I put? Or if I wanted my main focal piece in the middle, where should I finish it off with the bow? And actually, this just gives you all of the ideas of how to put everything together. So you get the springtime card layout bundle. Then we are giving you all of the support in putting your colour themes together. So a lot of you will recognise the colour wheel because we did one in our compendium. Let me get the one that we did in our compendium, because it's the same theory in terms of a colour wheel, but when you put the two side by side, it's different colours. So these are your primary colours. This is your springtime palette. So very, very pastely colours, all matching the colours in this set, by the way. So it shows you how to do your complementary split, complementary triadic colour theme in there. We've also put in the colour chips. So if you just want to pick colours, you know that tetradic square is going to work. If you want to go monochromatic, what colours from this set to work? Complementary. If you want an analogous colour theme, you're going to basically follow through any one of these lovely colour chip sets, and it will give you the colours that work together. Now these are all the colours, either on your little chips or on your colour wheel, that match in with the ribbons. So we do 3 colour sets in the ribbons, and also the pearls, and also the patterned papers. So you've got your set of patterned papers with your ribbons and your pearls all to match in that lovely collection of springtime colours. You can see these all match the springtime colours in there. So that's all of your embellishments. Now, because this is going with your Gemini, what we've done is we've done mini embossing folders that are going to fit through your Gemini Mini. We've done stamps and then dies to cut out all of your stamps. So you've got stamps, dies, embossing folders, all which will perfectly work with your Mini. Then you've got loads of card blanks and envelopes, and also a big pack of coloured cards in all of the colours, which perfectly matches in with the set. So these are all them nice pastel springtime colours. And for a lot of people who are new crafters, it's just having all of the colours that work together. Having the colours in the background papers to go with the colours in the beautiful springtime papers here. You see how everything just works wonderful. And then how the patterns in the papers match in the patterns in the embossing folders. It's all going to work beautifully well together. Now, that is everything that is coming in the box. The value of stuff in the box, we'll put it this way, this is how I would look at it. Can't tell you the price of this yet. However, if you were to buy everything in the box individually, it would be like you are getting the Gemini Mini for free. Or you could look at, I'm going to buy the Gemini Mini and you can get all the extra bits that go for free. Now I'm going to show you a couple of the finished samples, because this is what you're going to be making. So you've got lovely stamps which you can layer up, and also following the ideas of what you're learning in that card making booklet. Can you see how everything just works really well together? The colours in the ribbons match the colours in the papers. The stamp designs, obviously you've got the stamps with the dies to match. The colours in the papers are matching the little embellishments that we've got in here. The fact that the colours in the embellishment all match each other. There's loads and loads of really well thought through. It's basically, we've tried to plan, how do we give you a whole craft kit in a box for those of you who have been thinking about going for the Gemini Mini and have just been waiting for the excuse to get it. This is that excuse, I promise you. This is going to be absolutely immense. So this is coming up in the 6 o'clock hour with Helen, stock permitting. This is one of them ones that I'm expecting to go really, really fast before the day. So make a note of that number, 701568, or just download the booklet. Download the booklet. But this is one of the ones I would recommend checking your basket out the day before the show. If you get, I'll give you them tips on all. That's one of them ones I would do that with. Right, Joe, who's going to be winning this one?
Oh, well, the winner for this one is Erin Stabnick is the winner. Make sure you pop us an email. Prizes@craftscompanion.com is where you need to send all of those emails in to claim those prizes. Make sure that you do that. I love the pastel colours in this set. I love how everything matches, so perfect together for spring. OMG, the samples are awesome. When I grow up, I want to make those, says Julie. So make sure that you do that. Right, we're going to move on. We've got some double-sided panel dies. Now, these are just gorgeous. These ones will be in the 2 p.m. hour, and the ones you're going to see on air are the butterfly and also the retro floral, and they are just gorgeous. I mean, can you ever have too many butterflies in your crafty stash? We know the answer is no, don't we? And these are great, remember, double-sided. So it means as long as you've got the double-sided plates, you run these through, they do twice the amount of work as a regular die. It means that you've basically got the mat and the layer to add over something like some mirror card or some glitter card, and then you've got a beautiful project ready to go. If you're batch making cards, whether that's for occasions, whether that's to sell, then this is a fantastic product to enable you to do that very quickly, but also get something really interesting. I think if you give that to someone, they're going to ask you or wonder how on earth have you made that yourself at home? And it is down to these beautiful double-sided dies that you've got here. You can see by layering them up in different colours, putting different elements in the background, you get a really different look and feel from all of these. So those are the ones that are going to be on air. However, there are going to be some more available as well for you to purchase in addition. So we're going to have this one here. This is your Decadent Deco. There's also going to be the Making Waves. Also in there will be Stargazing. Now this one is great for boys cards that are particularly great using this. And also Lots of Love as well. So those four will also be available for you to grab in addition. But it's the Butterfly and the Retro Floral, which will be the ones that you see on air. Right, I'm going to dive back into the comments. Loads of you are still watching along. Thousands of you, in fact, not just on Facebook, but over on YouTube as well. Make sure you've got that booklet downloaded, because that is going to have everything that you need in there. All the information that you should require will be in there. Panel dies are so beautiful. Butterflies are more butterflies, says Antonia. The retro flower dies are cute. Loads of you absolutely love these. Now remember, the shows are coming up on Tuesday. Sara will be with you all day. There are so many shows. All of them are outlined and detailed in the booklet there as well, so you know that you're not going to miss any of these deals. Some of the deals are live already right now over on the HSN website, so you can go over and have a little check and see if they are there already. Awesome double-sided dies. I don't have any of those yet. Well, Sue, maybe this is the week. Maybe this is going to be the week where you finally get stocked up on those. Shawmeen saying she's popping over now to have a look over on HSN. Sara, I can't wait to see you on HSN, says Pam. She doesn't have long to wait, does she, Sara?
No. So usually I would be getting myself ready today, spending tomorrow morning at the hairdressers, get my hair and nails done, flying out on Sunday, setting up all day Monday and on your screens on Tuesday. Well, the good news is I'm going to spend the weekend sitting in the garden, just having a bit chillax, not having to do an 18-hour 3-leg door-to-door flight, and coming on here on Monday and set up and still be with you all day Tuesday. So I'm going to be with you from my time, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's from your time, 9 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday morning. Now, we are about halfway through the preview. This is something else coming up in the 6 o'clock show. You love these. Let me just show you. These are fairy silhouette designs. So we've had these stamps on before in a bundle, but I'm bringing them to you with some amazing ink pads. So these are the 2 sets of fairy designs. So they're beautiful silhouette designs. And what you're going to get, I'll see if I can pull the picture up of everything that's in this kit for you, because you get the 2 sets of fairy designs and 4 ink pads. So I've done you 3 beautiful colours which all match in together, and then also, here we go, who needs a page? I've just shown you everything, let's not bother with that. So you've got here the black that we're going to do our silhouette stamping with, and then also the 3 shades that we're going to do our lovely backgrounds. I'm going to teach you some backgrounds. Now, before we get into the demo, these are the cards that you're going to be making. So can you see you've got all these colours which beautifully blend together, and then you've got the black to do that silhouette stamping over the top. Now, you've seen me with our Harmony Water Reactive ink pads before. There are so many special techniques. I'm going to show you how you do this special technique. So you can do this beautiful blending, so you get that lovely ombre effect. It's almost like the Aurora Borealis, isn't it? Oh, look at this one. I love this idea, where you can then be doing your own. This, do you know what we've done? We've got the colour over, wet it, left some cling film over top of that. So that's like cling wrap, and then all the colours splurge together. What about using these with your stencils? So creating a heart and just stenciling into the heart. With this one, it really is trying to give you as many ideas as possible, because the cards, this is for me what just blows my mind. It's just being able to do these lovely, gorgeous little twinkling backgrounds. Now, details have come up on the bottom of the screen there. To get that booklet, do not forget, we've got loads of other samples and ideas in that booklet. So loads and loads of ideas for you. Now, I love this one. Oh, that is so clever. Right, we've got loads of techniques. Let me show you very basically how these work. Okay, so I've got the 3 colours. You are getting all 3 of these, by the way, in that collection. They work brilliantly well if you're doing it with your glass mat. So this is how I like to do it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the pink, the winter rose one. I prefer to do this by splodging down onto my mat. So splodge down onto the mat, pick it up with a blending tool, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to rub it all over the background. So you can either splodge it onto the mat, or you can pick it straight up from the tool and blend them in from that tool like this. So there's my first colour. There's a little bit of my pink called Winter Rose, that one. Then I'm going to go from the Winter Rose into the pudding. Watch what I'm doing. I'm just putting that plum pudding, then I come back in with my pink, and the 2 of them will blend together to give that lovely ombre. Can you see how we've got that lovely ombre going on? So you've got the pink, I'm just going to blend that purple in, a little bit more down here, and then the last colour that we're going to blend in will be the 3rd colour in the set, which is called Frozen Lake. So we're going to get that Frozen Lake in and do the same again, straight up onto here. Look how nice and juicy the ink pads are, and then look how vibrant and how well they all blend. So into there, got them lovely. The darker the shade, the more it works really, really well with this lovely silhouette stamping. Okay, I might just go and deepen my Winter Rose just a little bit more, and just get that really deep into there. Now, once we've got it to this stage and we've got everything blended, if you want to do that technique that I was just showing you, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in a little pot, pour some water into a pot. So this is just regular water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the water and I'm just going to splodge it onto the background. And you see? So it's just water, nothing special. We're just splodging it onto the background. Now I want you to leave that. And can you see as we leave it, you can start and see, if I lift that up to the camera, it's all starting to react with the water. Once you leave that and give it a little bit of time to react, you then just come in with a piece of kitchen towel, and look at this, it lifts the colour out of the background. So you get that lovely all over background splodged effect where it's all being lifted out. Do you want me to show you that again? I've got another one of these where I'd got it already, because this is the magic bit. So we've got the colours all blended together. We come in with the water and just splodge it straight down, not too much, but you're just going to leave it. And as you leave it, you can really see it in that pink completely it's called a faux bleaching effect, because it bleaches the colour out of the card. And then all we do is we pop our kitchen towel down, it lifts that colour out and gives you that lovely splodged background. So that's the first stage that you're going to do with splodging and giving the coloration into the background. Then for the second stage, we're going to do our stamping. And that's when your other ink pad comes in handy. So we've got the waterproof dye ink pad now. And you can do this with your standard. Let's have a look. I've got one of my, either a stamping mat, or it works exactly the same if you want to do it with one of your rocker blocks, whatever you find easiest. I've got my stamps under here. So you see we've got all these designs. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose, let's have a look. We'll have her standing on the little toadstool. So we lift this off, and the idea is with the silhouette ones, you're going to stamp her in black. I'm saying her. She might be a little boy if we, she could be a little boy fairy if we wanted. Look how intensive that black colour is, because we've gone with the waterproof dye pad, right? So loads of intensiveness on here. Then if I just come in, I'll move these out of the way so you can see from the side. Because this is the rocker block, I'm going to start on the heel and I'm going to rock from heel to toe. And you can see we get that lovely, really intensive black. And that ink pad is brilliant. It just gives it that real kind of standout effect. And then to be honest, all you need to do with that, I find they look lovely, laid up onto a little bit of black card. And then you can layer it up a second layer onto some white and black card. So you see how that really draws the eye and really sets that off there now. And then when we leave that up there, that is just going to make us a beautiful base card. And actually, if I bring in the one that I'd got ready, here it is here. And doesn't it look spectacular? There we go. Looking amazing, just with that all over splodgy background. Now, last couple of samples just to remind you what you're going to be doing. With those inks, you can be doing all over washes. This one here, I'm going to be showing you this technique a little bit later with one of our other watercolour products. So we're going to do this with the salt background. I'm going to teach you. This one has been stenciled through. So get all of those stencils out that you've got. Talking about stenciling, this one's had a little bit of stenciling on there as well. Some paper with the colours just stenciled through there. This one, we've just splodged all the colours together, made that lovely background. You can be using these with your other stamps as well. So if you've got other stamps, other ideas, and remember that Make-A-Wish, those stamps, if I show you all the stamp designs, not only do you get all of the fairies, but you get the Make-A-Wish, Twinkle, Magic, Sparkle, and all you have to do is believe. So these are coming up in the 6 o'clock show. I'm going to be on with Helen. So we've got, you always know it's totally manic when I've got a show with Helen, and I'll be ready going for a lie down. I don't know who'll be more exhausted, Helen will or I will. But these fairy stamps, like I said, we had them on. Crikey, it must be over a year ago, and you keep nagging and nagging. We get email after email where we finally got them back in stock, and I thought if I bundle them with a few of the ink pads, unique colours in the ink pads as well, they're going to get you everything working in together so you can do these exact same cards. What does everyone think of it, Joe?
Everyone loves them. Do you believe in fairies? I certainly believe in fairies. It seems lots of you do too. Linda says, love the inks and all the fairies. Becky saying, beautiful collection. Karen says, love the fairies too. Clear overlay for the fairy wings is what Betty uses, which is a really lovely way of using it. Oh my word, I cannot wait. You don't need to as well. I remember a lot of these deals will be live right now over on the HSN website. Some of them won't be there yet. If they're not there at the moment, don't panic and think they're sold out. They will definitely be loaded. I would say what the shows are on Tuesday, definitely go over to the HSN website on Monday when I'm sure most of the stock will be loaded and available right there for you. The best time, the best way to work out, of course, what is available, when stuff's coming up, is to get the booklet. I know you're sick of hearing me talk about it now, but honestly, it is the best way. All the shows coming up there for you, 9 a.m, 10 a.m, 2 p.m, 3 p.m, 8 p.m, 9 p.m, and 11 p.m. They are the hours in which you will find Sara bringing you all of these gorgeous products. The booklet, though, you can download it. The details are there. However, completely free to download. It is in the comment section of wherever you're watching. So whether that is on Facebook at the moment, whether that is over on YouTube, it's all in there for you. So definitely run ahead and grab it. I'd love to know what's been your favourite so far. What have you loved up until this point? Because there's been so much. There is still so much to come. We've got about another hour or so left on this preview for you. Fairies are the best, says Jan. Loving the fairies, says Donna. Jackie says gorgeous. Is that me, Jackie, or the fairies? Who knows? I think it's the fairies. Who doesn't love a fairy? That is my mantra exactly, Diane. Sara, you give us the best ideas. Gorgeous. Kathy says she can't wait. I have a fairy godmother, says Donna. We have a fairy godmother here. It's Leanne. She's like the fairy godmother of Crafters Companion, the lovely Leanne that brings us, that does all of our product development and joins us over on Crafters TV. Remember that booklet, the booklet. I know I'm going on about it a lot. It's going to be there for you. Now, the fairy stamps, we better give them away, I guess, hadn't we? That would be me. I mean, I'd like to keep them for myself, but I think it's time one of you guys got your hands on them. Barbie Sutherland, congratulations. They are going out to you. You need to email us prizes@crafterscompanion.com, prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and we will arrange for those to whiz their way across the pond to you. So make sure you pop us that email over. Remember, we're going to be bringing you or giving away all the product that Sara uses to demonstrate with during this preview. So make sure you keep commenting and we'll pick from the comments at random too. A lot of people saying, Betsy's saying that her favourite so far has been the 3D box cards, the pop-up boxes, the aqua markers and pencils by far, says Terry. Lisa simply says, OMG, there are too many items on my list to pick from. Well, if there's too many on your list now, there's going to be way too many by the end of this preview because there are still loads still to come for you. What's up next, Sara?
Oh, Joe, these are brilliant. You're going to love them, right? We brought you some shaped cards a few months back, and shaped cards are just like taking over the world now. So what we've done is we've done some brand new designs. If you want to do cards like this, you want to do an actual card which is a vase of flowers. Or a vase of flowers that are all shaker cards, Joe. How good does it look when each little flower is a shaker card? That is absolutely amazing. Julie, you have just done yourself proud of that one. Or this one here, look, where she's done them and done like a little bouquet of flowers. You know when you always get the little bit coming out, happy birthday. So that one is in this collection. And then also, are you ready for this? This is going to be brilliant. Now, what about making an apron? So a pinny card. Oh, it's just a shape. These might just get here for Mother's Day. No, I might just be pushing it a little bit for Mother's Day. When's Mother's Day? Taylor, our resident American, will be able to keep us posted. I think they're not going to quite arrive in time for Mother's Day, but they'll be in time for Father's Day. Actually, 10th of May, they might just arrive in time. So we'll put you all of the tools in, but then what you can do, oh my life, who has the 3D embossing folders? Look at that one there with that 3D embossing done into a little pinny. I don't know about you guys, but we're making everything at the moment. So me and our Charlie, my little 3-year-old, we are baking literally. Well, we do most of our baking on a Sunday. Joe, you got any requests in for this Sunday?
Fudge, please.
Fudge, right? Okay. I'll get some stuff. We'll do some fudge this Sunday.
Will it keep to next weekend? Because I can't eat it on a Monday. That will totally blow me out for the week if I eat it on a Monday.
He says this every time. He says, "Oh, I can't believe you didn't make me any fudge," and then he said, "But I'm dieting. I'm being really good." Right. So basically, let me just explain. In the kit, you are getting the apron and also the bouquet of flowers. So you've got the apron and the bouquet of flowers are coming bundled together in the kit. These are in the 9 o'clock hour. Our Adam's going to love these. Adam is just going to go absolutely bananas over these, okay? But if you do love them, we have a couple of extras. So I'll just show you the extras. We also have a second, if you go and have a look in the booklet, it'll tell you everything, right? We have the one that is the cake mixer, and look, so you can either do it like that, or here it is. How cute is that? You are a cupcake in a world of muffins. Oh, that's so cute. And are you ready for the cutest thing you've ever seen, Joe? How about this? How about that? Isn't that just gorgeous? Carol's made this one. And I love, you see, they're all stand-up cards. So they're not just, we've done these designs to make whole card bases. That one is just delightful. Now, I'm going to show you how they work. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because this to me was just crying out to work with a bit of fabric. So what I've actually got, Joe, is I've got for you, I'm going to show you how to do the base card, and then we're going to use some of my Sara signature fabrics. I did a beautiful range called So Homemade that we did have on, that on HSN. So it might still be in stock if you go and have a look on the website. I don't know. What you do is you pop this on, Joe. And I don't know why I'm teaching you. I'm teaching the tens of thousands of people at home, but you know, you can learn as well. So what you do is you can either cut the whole thing out, or if you put this little bit over the edge, so this is a tent fold card, can you see? And we're going to pop this over the top, and I'm going to use a little bit of tape, and I'm going to hold this in place like this while we send this through the machine. Now, while this is going through the machine, I'm going to see if I can show you the extras. So we've got like a nice picture where we can show you the extra options that you can go for. You don't need to, we'll bring it up on the screen and show you, but bear in mind, if you've got that booklet, everything's in the booklet. So here we go. Here's the page with everything on. There is your mixing. Can you see? You get with it a matching set of stamps. Same if you're going for the little birdhouse. I'm just going to warn you now, though, when we do these kits, it is these extras. Because they don't go to air, HSN never buy any, they never seem to buy enough of them. So I'm going to warn you now, the chances of these two kits being available come Tuesday morning is pretty slim. So get the order in before midnight to make sure that you've got them. If you you're wanting those 2 extras. So I've cut through and I've done, so here is going to be my card. It's going to stand up. So we've got the kind of card base standing up, right? Then what I'm going to do is cut some of the extras to go with it. So can you see on the extra piece, we've got a set of tools for the gardening. We've got a set of tools for the kitchen, and we've got this lovely pretty trim. So I'm going to use some of my pretty trim, and I'm also going to use some of the extra little pieces that come with it, right? Oh, look at these. We've got gardening gloves, we've got the barbecue gear, we've got the DIY stuff, the little screwdriver. This is a nice little wooden spoon and that. All these extra little pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the metal shim, and I'm going to use, so here is a piece of my gorgeous fabric. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put another piece of cardstock behind the fabric, because it's just cutting through one layer, so we can get a nice detailed cut. So I'll put this on here, and I can also cut my little pocket at the same time, and I'll just slightly offset them so that we don't get that, you know, as it goes through the machine, we don't get that little extra piece. Now it is it's just a regular die, so it's not, you don't need to use the sandwich, because I'm cutting fabric. Don't think, oh, it's a multimedia die. However, we've made them a little bit thicker than a regular die. So they're not a multimedia die, but they are a little bit thicker than a regular die to allow it to cut either fabric or where it's cutting multiple layers of card. So can you see now, I've got my lovely little pocket, and I've also got the front of my pinny. And then you can use this piece here. Oh, this is just crying out to me to go in me mini. Oh yes, the mini can be used to cut fabric. Just because it's mini doesn't mean it's not mighty. So I can put this in here, 2 layers no less. We can pop that on there. We'll put this in here as well. And then if I pop this through, this can go through the mini, and the mini will cut through fabric. Now, those of you that are still sitting on the fence about the mini, what I would say is, just because it's mini doesn't mean it's not awesome. It's just as awesome as your regular die cutting machine. Oh, look at this. It did need the metal plate in though to give it a nice bit of a cut through. But let's have a look. Here's the one that I've cut through. What you can do is cut yourself, and I've done this with my one at home, cut yourself a little extra piece of metal so that when you're cutting fabric, what you want, guys, remember, is that fabric into, you're cutting metal into metal, so that when you cut this, it's going to cut absolutely perfectly. So you do want that metal into metal, but it will fit beautifully well in your mini if you put the fabric in there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick all of this together, Joe. While I'm on sticking, you could be seeing what everybody has to say. I'm going to use my tacky glue for sticking.
I tell you what I could be doing as well. I could be giving it away, couldn't I?
Because you could indeed.
Now, Danielle Dillon. You are the winner of this. Please drop us an email. prizes@crafterscompanion.com. So prizes@crafterscompanion.com is where you need to go in order to let us, so we know where to send that prize out to you. So make sure you pop along there and drop us a comment in there. Lots of you absolutely loving this preview. Loads of you saying that there's no way you're going to be able to choose. So you're just getting absolutely everything. Or a lot of you saying how much you want everything that we're bringing to you, which is fantastic. Remember, these are all coming to you on Tuesday at all of Sara's shows. Now, let me see what you guys are saying. Definitely get the mini, says Julia. Do you guys ever sleep? You're always coming out with new ideas, says Shawmeen. Regina saying, I want these...
Sleep, Joe. Do you remember what sleep is?
Well, he said eat, sleep, craft, repeat. But I think there's definitely more eating and crafting than sleeping, which is I'm fine with. I don't know about you.
Absolutely fine. Do you know what? As long as you guys are always there, keeping us going and keeping us company, we'll be here. We'll be here keeping you right and keeping you going with plenty of craft stuff.
Wonderful, beautiful fabric. Love, love, love the fabric, says Andy and Stephanie. As a border for the bottom of the apron, it looks gorgeous. So fun to do a fabric one, says Julia. And this is a great way. I guess there's loads of different things that you could cut with these, isn't there? Sorry, you know, just think about all the different fabrics for a start that you could cut and get something different.
Well,
and there's nothing better than a flowery apron, is there? Or a flowery pinny, as we'd call it.
Flowery pinny. Hey, how good is my pinny looking? How good is the pinny looking? So yes, make the most of it. I'm gonna peel this off and put a little bit of extra in here. By the way, for anyone wondering, I'm using the tacky glue because it's brilliant to stick fabric as well.
Ah, okay. Would you use a fabric glue? I guess would it stick to paper or fabric glue?
Fabric glue would. Did I just tell you I was using fabric glue?
No,
I meant to tell you
were tacky glue.
I was just going to say that's fine because I'm using the tacky. So, but I could have. I was looking at the fabric, so I might have been thinking fabric, but no, I'm using the tacky glue because it will stick fabric. But yeah, fabric glue would work just as well. I just know a lot of you are likely to have some tacky glue at home. Not a lot of you might have the fabric glue.
Absolutely. Nicole's saying she just ordered a T-shirt that says "Eat, Sleep, Craft, Repeat." We need eat, sleep, craft, repeat is what we're going to get on some T-shirts. I think. Robin Miller, one of our regulars, saying, "So now I must have these also. I see a theme here."
You must.
I see a theme here coming along. These shape dies are wonderful and so versatile. I love them, says Vrega. And lots of you saying, does Cece have the papers that match the pattern? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's just in a fabric, but you can pop the fabric on there.
We did. We did have them. Whether they are still in stock or not remains to be seen. I have no idea. But yes, we did. I did do when I did the fabrics. I also did the papers to go with as well.
We need purple rose fabric that matches the apron and all of the caddies is what we're hearing as well.
Did you
Sara?
remember to ask Leanne about that
no,
when
I
she was
forgot.
in?
I'm sorry.
She's back in next week.
I didn't think you were going to grass me up, Sara. I was meant to ask Leanne and I totally forgot. Right, I'm making a mental note right now.
Right, he says that, but then he'll just forget again.
will.
Guys, you are going to have to remind him.
Please do.
You're going to have to keep us right. We sometimes don't know what day it is, me and Joe, so yes, please just keep us right.
It's Thursday today, you can confirm that.
Right.
Oh, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Oh, so my producer Simon just said to me, "It's Thursday today," and I, without even skipping a beat, went, "Oh, yeah, Thursday today." It's
Joe,
actually Friday.
Are you going to pick a winner for my fantastic penny card?
I would love to pick a winner for that because it is gorgeous. Now, who is going to receive this? I did pick a winner, didn't I? Danielle, I picked it already, absolutely. Make sure you pop us that email, Danielle. Danielle with a Y.
You're joking, aren't you?
No. Danyelle.
Watch this. Danielle, I don't want you to receive a NAF card.
Oh, that is too good.
So we're going to put this over and just don't be taking it back apart when you get it home, right? So, right, make sure you tell me how to spell it right this time.
Dany.
Danielle. See, and I made that song and dance about how I hate it when people spell my name wrong.
So you couldn't send it now. Danyelle.
Big crafty holes.
I'm glad we got there with that one.
I thought you were doing it.
That's a genius idea.
I thought you were just winding me up because Simon had wound you up telling you the wrong day of the week.
No, everyone's saying they are having trouble remembering what day of the week it is. Not just our producer, it would seem, and us all agreeing as well. Julia said, "I thought you were joking about it being Thursday, Joe." No, I genuinely thought it was Thursday. Congrats to Danielle. Sherry saying she loves the little items in the pockets as well. They're fun. I guess you could change those.
Should I show you them again?
Yes,
right?
please.
So there is all of the little gardening tools in, right? Here is the one with all of the little cooking utensils. Here's another one with some nice cute cooking utensils in. This one's got a load of blokey tools in. That's really, really cute. Here's another one where we've stamped them with the kitchen utensils in. This, I like to think of this, it says DIY King, but actually this makes me think of my mum with her gardening gloves in there. My mum and dad have an allotment. This would be a brilliant allotment card for them. So you get the one that does the apron, like the lovely card that we're going to be sending to the lovely Danielle with a Y. And then we also have, I don't know why I'm putting my display back together because you've seen it now, so we don't need to have the display. You also have then the one that is the bouquet flowers. And my favourite card with that one was that super awesomeness where Julie had actually made the inside of each one into a shaker card. Julie, that is absolutely off the chart amazing. So, right, I'm going to hand over to you, Joe. I don't even know what's next, but I'm going to tidy up because I've got an absolute mess. everywhere. I mean, everywhere. So give us a few minutes.
Right, I'm going to take you through what's coming up next in that case then. 9 p.m, what we're looking at next is the shaped cut and emboss frames. Now, I think these are wonderful. All of our cut and emboss folders are brilliant because what a lot of companies will do is give you an embossing folder and then sell you a die separately which cuts out that embossed area. That is not what we do. What we do here at Crafters Companion is give you a folder that will cut and emboss for you at the same time. It's still going to give you all of that beautiful sculpted 3D detail that you expect to get from our embossing folders, but with the ability to cut it out as well at the same time. There's two different options going to be available in that 9 p.m. show for you. So there's two items here. The first one is this one here. This is the Vichy frame, and with the Vichy frame you're going to get that beautiful border there, and of course it's going to emboss all that detail around the outside of there as well. So you can see that one just there. Now coming with that one, you've also got, I'm all fingers and thumbs today, you'll have to excuse me. Coming up with this one, you've also got the Normandy as well, so it's sort of elongated. It reminds me of, I don't know, it reminds me of a box at the opera, and I'm not sure why. It's definitely got that feel to it. So they're coming together as a bundle, and then these two are also coming together as a bundle as well. The Love Heart. How about, you know, a romantic couple in the middle of there? A wonderful thing to maybe do. Great, of course, for those scrapbooking pages as well. And then what we've got is the Leon as well. This is coming, of course, with the Biarritz, that one I showed you there just a moment ago. They will be on the 9 p.m. show, so make sure you grab them when they're there. Let me just show you a couple of things that you're going to be able to do with these as well. So again, you can see here how they're used. Let me show you this one firstly as a shaker card. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Think about getting all your inks in there, all your splodging and inky techniques in the background as well. Might have some inky bits coming up for you in this preview that you'll be able to use with these as well. So that's that one, that's the Biarritz. You've also then got this one here, you've got that gorgeous, this one here is the Vichy frame that you've got there. This one here again is that beautiful Biarritz, a Love Heart. How about using this for your invitations? You know, if you've maybe got a wedding coming up that you're going to be making up bits of stationery for, these would be perfect for that. And then also here we've got again the Leon here, but this time it's been just switched, so it's been used on the side rather than using it portrait. It's being used landscape, gives it a totally different feel, which is really great fun too. So all of those, two different options there for you in the 9 p.m. show, so make sure you grab those. Now don't forget, download the booklet. I know I've said it, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times, but loads of you can go there, grab that, download that totally free of charge, and it's there. It's got all the product that you need in it. It's got absolutely everything, all of the times there, all of the auto ship details. It is all within that booklet for you, so make sure you have downloaded that. Loads of you commenting along. Rosalind, one of our regulars, says, I love these cut and emboss folders. Another item for my list, says Crystal. Evelyn saying that she's done shaker cards with these as well. I'm feeling the heart, says Renee. So definitely grab them whilst we've got them. I am waiting for the Illustrator pens demonstration. Well, Wanda, you don't have that long to wait. Just hearing how many of you are watching, thousands of you, in fact, are watching. I'd still love to know. What's your favourite? What you're most looking forward to out of all of these. Andy's saying, love how beautiful the shaped cut and embossed folders are and how simply they complete a card. They do. I think, you know, as you can see, have you seen there in the samples? And you don't need to add much more to these once you've run them through. A sentiment onto the middle of there, and you've got a really gorgeous card ready to go in no time at all, which is fantastic. Keep commenting away, because remember, the more times you comment, the more chance we've got of pulling you out as one of our winners, which is fantastic. Sam saying, love these dies. Another winner, says Shirley. I want to make everything into a shaker, says Alyssa, which I think is, I don't think you're alone there, Alyssa, in wanting to make everything a shaker. Lots of you talking about illustrators. We'll be talking about those a little bit later in this show as well. Very excited about the shaped apron set, said Hannah Law too. Really enjoying the show as well, says Kathy. Sarah, there's still loads more to come. Is it that you are going to have an epic mammoth day on Tuesday?
Oh, it is certainly going to be an epic mammoth day. We're into the home stretch, guys. Last couple of demonstrations, but they are the biggies. So You know when I'm with Adam, you know it's going to be an awesome show rundown. And one of his favourite products that we work with, he loves it when I do our sparklings. Well, what have I told you? We've got 3 brand new set, exclusive, limited edition colours in the sparklings. So we've got this wonderful fiery collection of these really intense reds and oranges. What I'll do is I'll see if we've got a full screen picture with all of the colours, and then I can show you. And what we've got is we've got the you get 3 sets of the inks along with so that's that one there, and I'll let you have a look at that on the close-up. And then also, as well as the orangey one, I'm going to show you here. The purple is just off the chart immense. And then we've got these gorgeous like autumnal colours as well. So you can watercolour with all of these too. Now, I will get that picture in so that I can show you which colours come with which stamp. So have a little look at this. These are the 3 sets of colours that we have. And then actually the stamps aren't even on them pictures. What I'll do is I'll just tell you which ones come with which. So with the enchanted hues, you are going to get the beautiful butterfly that I'm going to show you. We have some mystical hues, which are the purple. It's like a peacock blue, a fig and a peony. And they come with the beautiful fairy and the toadstool. And then we have the forest glade, which is your ready hard side, the lichen and the garden green, which come with the beautiful stag design as well. Now, this is why I put my pinny on this one, Joe, because this is a little bit of messy crafting, but we don't mind because it's almost the end of the show, so it doesn't matter if I get mess all over. We love our messy crafting. And I've got my cleaner up ready to go. Those of you who have the pinny, how much are you absolutely loving your microfiber cloth that's covered? My whole base of my what's this? A glass mat. My glass mat has never been this clean since I got the microfiber cloth, even though I keep losing it. So I'm just going to keep it. Oh, we're having an inspect now. I'm going to keep it on the little clip so that I don't lose it. Keep losing it, don't I, Joe? Right. So let me just show you. When you get these, can you see what happens is all the sparkle settles to the bottom. So what you do is you give it a good shake. Can you hear the ball bearings going? As we give it a shake, you can see we shake it to wake it. Now I'm going to have a little look, see if you can see this on the close-up camera. But if we get to the close-up camera, can you see, as I get going, you can see it's just all moving around inside. So you're going to do this with all of your colours in the set. So I've got the lovely pink and the white. I'm going to give it a good shake on here. So if I just start with these nice kind of springtimey shades. What did I say these ones were called? They are called the Enchanted Hues. You've got that beautiful yellow, which is called Firefly. You've got that gorgeous intense pink, which is called your Cotton Candy. And then the lovely blue is called Teacup on these 3 as well, okay? Now what we're going to do, I'm just going to bring in my lovely big wide brush. And I'm going to start off with the pink. So you just dip in, pick up the pink, and we can just paint with the pink. Now, if you don't give it enough of a shake to start with, what will happen is you will dilute all of the sparkle. But because I give it that lovely shade, we're not going to dilute the sparkle at all. So then I go into the yellow, and then the pink will blend beautifully well. This is the beauty of having these. You can use them straight from the pack. You can see them, see how the blend comes in beautiful. And then we're going to go straight into the blue, and we're going to go into that lovely, it's not an intensive blue, it's a beautiful washed out blue. And of course, what's going to happen when the blue meets the yellow? Oh, I feel like I've gone back into homeschooling, Sarah, here. We've got, you've got to remember, in the middle of juggling all these shows with you guys, I'm homeschooling the 2 kids as well. So, yes, where you've got the blue meets the yellow, of course, we create our own new shades. Now, I think, oh, yes, it is. I hope you can see this when we get to that close-up camera. As it's starting to dry, you can see the sparkle intensifying. So here's the one that I've got where I've left it too dry. And can you see, as we turn it against the light, you can just see that sparkle. You can really see it down the bottom corner, really intensifying and bouncing off that beautifully well. Now, I'm going to whip out my little cloth and just give it a nice wipe up. You see I'm nice and organised, ready to go. And we can put the lids on all of these on all of these sets. So what I'm going to do is I'm then going to bring in and we're going to start and do some stamping. So if you're doing some stamping, get your little stamping mat out. Now the stamp set that comes with that pack of 3 is this one here. So it's called Butterfly Meadow, brand new stamp designs. Now there are 3 stamp designs that we have available that come with the sparkle pens, but then we also have some extras. If you go and have a look, I'm going to say it again, go and have a look in that booklet and you can see all of the extra stamps that we have and you can get all of them ordered. Now, bit of a tip, I want you to use the Finesse waterproof ink pads, okay? So I'm going to use the waterproof ink pad. I've got the brown one here. I wonder if I've got the black one. Yes, I have got the Noir Black. So I'm going to use my Noir Black and I'm just going to take the ink to the stamp. Look how nice and intensive that colouring is. Because we're going to watercolour with this, you see, you want the waterproof die. And these stamps are designed to work along the page, so we can build up what it's tessellate. They're not really tessellating, but they're designed to join on this one so that you can create a whole background piece, stamping and building these up, you see, and then another little bit right on the end there. This is joining up absolutely perfectly. All right, so we've created a lovely background base piece, and then I'm also going to go and stamp that gorgeous butterfly. So we can bring the butterfly in, and again, lots of ink to the stamp. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp that butterfly, and I'm actually going to paint my butterfly. So we'll come on to that. I'm going to get some of the other shades out from some of the other sets, and we're going to paint them as well. Now watch here what you can do with the little butterflies. You can just bring in the little tiny ones, and we can do some little bits of stamping. And just have those little butterflies, some of them main stamped, some of them second generation stamp in there as well, if you just want a nice little finish. And you've got loads of different ones in different sizes that you can be mixing into. So there's my beautiful finished design ready to paint with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some blue and some purple and mix the colours together. Now here we go, same drill again. There's my intensive, that's all of the microfine glitter. So what you do is you give this a nice mix round, you shake it to wake it. There's ball bearings in this set. If I put it near my microphone, you can hear the ball bearings going like Billy-O. Now you can use this straight from the pot. So I'm just going to bring in some tiny amounts. And if you do use it straight from the pot, I'm going to just take off the excess on my brush so that we're using, it's really just a damp brush, not a wet brush. And I'm going to paint straight onto the butterfly. Now, can you see, because it's a watercolour medium, what's going to happen is you're still going to be able to see that waterproof ink behind, because we used all of that from the waterproof dye. So as again with the purple, as I blend the purple into the blue, then you're going to get this lovely ombre effect going between the two. I'll just show you that. I'll get the first colour in, and then if we just bring in a little bit of water and just blend the two together, you'll get that lovely ombre shade going straight through. And have a little bit more blue on there if we want, and you get that lovely blend. So you can paint with all of these as well as using them to do your lovely background pieces. Now it is exactly the same ink as what we have in our sparkle pens. All I'm doing is using an intense amount of it. That's the difference. We can use really intense amounts of the ink, because instead of taking a little bit out, it breaks my heart when I see people using our sparkle pens and essentially decanting the ink out because they want to do lovely background techniques. Whereas actually what we do here is, the expensive bit of the sparkle pen is the mechanism and the actual pen itself, whereas this way we give you an intensive amount of the ink, but not the actual, you're not having to essentially pay for all of the pen here, you're just paying for the ink. So can we see that we've done that? Just that lovely butterfly, and I'm going to leave that to dry, Jo, while we, so once that dry, in fact I've got one that I've left to dry, so if I bring this in and show you, on the close-up camera, there's the one that we've left to dry, and you can see how intensive the sparkle is on that gorgeous butterfly. Isn't it lovely? And then that one, you can see, when we just mount that up onto the front of our card, that's what it's going to look like. You can see how intensive that beautiful ink is. Now, you can be picking a winner, Joe. However, I'm going to do another demonstration.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going.
Picked a winner. Judy Cowles is the winner. Congratulations, Judy. So make sure you drop us an email to prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and we will mail out that to you. You can see the details just along the bottom of the screen here. Loads of you loving this pack, saying the new ink's top of my list. Michelle, beautiful colours. Teresa says she needs these inks. Not even a want, a need there from Michelle. Carolyn saying the sparkles are gorgeous. Beth loves messy crafting in general. I know so many of you do. You're going to want to make sure you've got that apron ready for that messy crafting. That's available right now over on the HSN website. Glitter makes everything better, Alicia says, and I can't argue. I'm struggling to form a strong argument against that, Alyssa. Laurie says, I love the new colours. Still thousands of you watching along with us both on Facebook and over on YouTube at the moment. Have you all downloaded the booklet? Have you got the brochure? Are you fully aware of when all of these fabulous products are coming up? Because I'd hate to have your heart set on something and then miss out on it. And the booklet is the best way of you ensuring that everything that you want and in most parts need, from what I'm reading here in the Facebook comments, is going to be available to you, which is really, really important. Loads that you can do with these, loads of techniques. How are you getting on over there, Sarah?
It's definitely a need, Joe. It's not a want, it's definitely a need with this stuff. Isn't it, guys? I've got your back on this, right? Now, I'm going to show you that salt technique. I get asked about this loads, okay? So I've opened up those beautiful autumnal shades. So let's have a little look here. I'm just going to blob this down, and I'm going to blob a lot of the colours down. Now remember, as long as you've given this a good shake, you will have plenty of that amazing, you've got plenty of the amazing sparkle. If you don't give enough of a shake, you're not going to get the sparkle. Now you can either use the paintbrush like this, or we do these little pipettes. If you have some pipettes, you could pick up a little bit of the ink into your pipette and then just be dropping it all over. We used to use pipettes in science class in school, didn't we? Absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to drop in some of the ink now with the pipette, and you can see that it's giving me the opportunity to pick up a lot more ink in those colours there now. Can you see? So we've got lots of that ink going all around there, Joe. And then I'm going to go in with the third colour, sorry. So let's have a look. I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to make sure I'm getting some of that lovely sparkle from the bottom, and then bringing in some of the secondary colour, all right? So I'm saying secondary, we're kind of up to the third colour now, but plenty of this ink in, and I'm just making, I know it looks like a big splodgy mess at the moment, it is a big splodgy mess at the moment. However, we need to get plenty of ink on here. Let me just get all this cleaned up. Plenty of ink on here, because we're going to do that salt technique. So for those of you that haven't seen this before, wait till you see it. You do need plenty of ink on, and then we're going down here with this now, right? So I'm just going to make sure this is all just kind of moved all over the background, really intensive. Oh, I'm pleased I've got the I'm pleased I'm going to have some I'm going to have that stuff to do the clean up.
I must admit, Sarah, it looks I wouldn't say it looks like a masterpiece at the moment. I don't know if is it going to be a big, I hope it's going to be a big reveal situation.
Yes, I promise it is, Joe, but you've got to wait for it to dry. That's the only problem.
It kind of looks like you knocked the pot over at the moment.
It does, yeah, but it's all right. All will be revealed. What you need to do, can you see we've got plenty of definition and colour here. I've let my colours run together a little bit too much in the background. So we're a little bit more red and brown autumnal shades over in the bottom corner, but we've got that lovely green going on over here. Now, you need plenty of this on, right? You want plenty of sparkle, because we want the sparkle to be really intensive. Make sure you've just covered over all them pieces. I've made a point of putting plenty of ink on. You would never in a million years dream of putting this much on if you were taking them from your pens, right? Once you get to this stage, you're going to get some rock salt. So I've got it all ready here in my little container. You're going to get this rock salt, and you see, and we're going to drop it all over the background. And what it does is it absorbs all of the excess moisture, but guess what it's not going to absorb? It's not going to absorb the sparkle. So that what will happen is we'll be left with all of the sparkle, or you can see it here starting to react, can't you? You're going to be left with all of the sparkle and none of the colour. Sorry, all of the sparkle and colour, none of the water. So salt all over the background, and I wanted you to see just how much you can see it's starting to absorb all of that already. Now, let's just imagine we have fast forwarded. So the one I did it before we left the studio last night, Joe. So what time was that? We did it at Craigie about it was about 9:15 when I did this last night. Oh look, I'm doing a good clean up here because we've got sparkling all over my fingers. It's all right because I've got my pinny on, so it's not going to damage my nice new top. This is why we all have our pinny, right? So you can see that sparkle and how intensified it is. Leave it to dry. Leave it to dry. When you leave it to dry, if I just bring this out. Here's the one. So bear in mind, the one I did last night, I didn't put as much of the brown on, right? Here it is. So this is the orange. I'm going to just take this out of the way so that I can give that a bit of a rub down. But all you do then is rub away all of the salt and look at the special effect you get in that background, right? This is absolutely incredible. So and keep all the salt because it makes a wonderful shaker card. Look at that.
I think I owe you an apology, Sara.
I think you owe me the apology too, Joe.
I think it definitely is a big reveal situation. A lot of you saying now that is messy crafting.
That is messy craft. Do you know what we'll do? We'll leave the one that I've done today, leave it drying, and I will rub the salt off live on the show at 9 o'clock with Adam on whatever night it is. What night is it? Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
So you're gonna have. So that is the one where I've rubbed that back over. You're going to have a little look on the close-up, Joe, because I need you to see that sparkle.
Ooh,
are you ready
yes.
for the look on the close-up?
Indeed.
Look at how intensive there's the sparkle coming in there. Doesn't that look absolutely off the chart? Then all I've done to make this into a finished card, okay, is I've got one here that I've mounted onto a piece of black cardstock. Your black cardstock is going to go onto your base of white. Now then, if you go for these colours, this is the stamp set that you're going to get. I love this. It's based on that lovely die design that we have that you've all loved. So you've got that, you've got the deer, you've got all the little twigs. What I have done is I've stamped all of these out onto a base. Well, you don't need to see me doing some stamping, Joe. You've seen the exciting bit with the salt. Stamped this out, and then again, just like we painted the butterfly, you can paint that up. Doesn't that look absolutely fabulous? And then we've got this lovely little sentiment look for a dear friend. So you can put the little sentiment on for a dear friend, and you can do that lovely, lovely background.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Now, so many of you saying just how excited you are to get these inks ready to go, and you can look forward to them. They will be with you on Tuesday night. You'll be able to get them. I love messy crafting, says Regina. Tony saying I love this technique as well. I've also used a technique with silk and fabric to paint amazing fabrics. What a great way of using it there. Who would ever thought of doing this? So different, one of a kind. Sparkle is amazing, says Tony. How did you ever think to use salt? Loads of you saying hi. Loads of you still commenting along. OMG, what an awesome creation. Just a lot of you still watching. That deer is so fun to colour, says Julia. That is, love the oranges as well, says Kathy. Now remember, this is all coming up for you on Tuesday. Make sure as well that you've joined our Facebook group, Fans of Crafters Companion on HSN. You'll find the booklet there. You'll also find loads of people sharing ideas. You'll also find that in the group when all of the shows are coming up on HSN. So grab it there. Remember, you can join Sara for these shows on Tuesday at 9 a.m, 10 a.m, 2 p.m, 3 p.m, 6 p.m, 9 p.m, and 11. Sara is going to be awfully busy on Tuesday. I think it is fair to say, and all of your favourite presenters coming up as well. I love Sara's passion, says Pam. Or no, it's Donna, sorry. Pam says, love all these demos. This is so beautiful. Great technique. Love the sparkle inks as well. And remember, those sparkle inks are going to be exclusive, which is amazing. All the details, though, of course, are in the booklet. A lot of you are flicking along as we go through the booklet and marking off what you're going to be buying when your favourite products are going to be airing as well. Naomi saying, my, what is going to be next? I must have these new colours, says Pam as well. Loving the inks. It comes from Rosemary and Joan saying she loves the sparklings. Always a lot of love for the sparklings. Always a very exciting time when we get new colours new colours available for you as well. And I think it's a sheer amount of techniques that you're able to do with them, which makes them such an exciting thing for you to work with. I'm just hearing how many of you as well are watching this preview show. 2.5 hours in, still yet though, more to come in this preview. We'll be looking at lots of our gorgeous pens very, very shortly with Sara. Now remember, make sure you've got that booklet downloaded. Make sure you've marked off all your favourite products in there. Don't forget as well, if you're coming to us late, you can still go back and watch this at a later date. You know, when this ends, you'll be able to watch this from the start. If you're watching this over on Facebook, it's on my page, Sara's page, also of course on the USA page. A lot of you also watching us on YouTube as well at the same time, so hello if you're watching us over on YouTube. And the other thing is as well, a lot of you talking about as well, you know, how is, I know especially last month you were really concerned that you wouldn't be able to get your Sara fix over on HSN. It's amazing that thanks to technology, Sara will be beamed live from Newton Aycliffe to Florida, to St. Pete's in Florida, where she'll be able to present. This is the second time now, so last time was the first time we'd ever done it, and it was amazing. You guys absolutely loved it. I think Sara secretly enjoys, you know, not having to get those 3 flights, but still loves being able to come to you direct at HSN into what, 93 million homes, giving you loads of inspiration as well, and you guys learning. And that's what it's all about, you know, getting great products, but learning new hints, new tips, picking up new techniques as well. Again, all the show times along the bottom of the screen there: 9, 10, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 11. It is a lot of shows. She's going to be presenting shows with Bobby Ray, Leslie, Helen, and then Adam as well for those 2 evening shows, which is fantastic. There is also going to be a Facebook Live at 2 p.m. Eastern Time as well, which is on Monday, and that will be giving you a tuning, letting you know, reminding you that all the orders or all the stock has gone live, because you know, some of the bits might be live right now over on the HSN website. Pretty much all of it will be up and good to go on Monday. So Monday is a really great deal to get the booklet back out. Pop yourself over to the HSN website and take yourself through all the things that you want. Get your orders placed so you make sure you can just sit back, relax and enjoy all the shows that will be coming up all day on Tuesday. So much new products, so many exciting new launches for you, and I know how excited you are. Lots of you saying about how you want everything, saying is what Jackie Picard is saying too. Cavi saying, oh, Facebook Live, marking my calendar. We love Sara here, says Tony. We love her here as well. You guys get to spend lots of time with her over on HSN, which we are maybe slightly jealous about, some of our UK crafters. The Build a Scene stamp sets and the Aquablend set, I have to have them. I have not tried watercolour yet. Can't wait for Tuesday, is what Margaret is saying about the... Jackie saying, how am I ever going to choose? I think you're not alone there, Jackie. I think many of you are having that same sort of dilemma right now at the moment. Christine, one of our regulars over on Crafters TV, I can see she is tuning in here as well. Missed an hour because I went shopping for an elderly a friend. I'm laughing because I'll be 70 on May 10th. Well, a happy birthday for May 10th. Jean, and congratulations for that. If you've missed an hour of it, doesn't matter, because you can watch it back. So once it ends, pop yourself back on and you'll be able to watch that first hour that you missed as well. Loads of you commenting away on our group as well, so make sure you get over there. Aprons, sparkly inks, ink pads with a fairy bundle is what Lisa's going to be able to get. The DVD is already set for the shows, it says Jeffrey, so he must be recording recording those HSN shows. Jackie's saying as well that she's so glad that Sara does these previews. The previews are great because it's a real chance to go in depth into a lot of the fabulous products that are going to be coming up across the whole day on HSN on the Tuesday, and loads of you very, very excited and can't wait. Thank you for explaining the difference between the jars and the sparkle pens. Absolutely. You can absolutely. You can always ask us anything you want. That's one of the joys of joining us here for these previews. Is any questions that you might have? Do you want to have a little sort of sneaky live preview at the booklet as well? Because I can show you a little flick through of the booklet whilst we is here. I wish I had Sara's creativity. But you know what, Jan? You don't need to. The fact that Sara has all these creativity and brings us these fabulous products and shows us how to do it, I think really helps us a lot of the time. Sara must have a lot to clean up with all of that messy crafting that she's been up to, says Christine. Absolutely, she does. Don't forget as well the apron. I know some of you missed out on it last time. The apron is now live again over on the HSN website. Let's just quickly give you a glimpse of that booklet live. This is the first time. Oh, look at that lovely face on the front of the show guide right here. So you can see there, Sara, and as you flick through, you've got everything in there. So make sure you go grab that free download for the booklet and get that. Start marking off, get it printed out, and make sure you're not going to miss any of those wonderful products that are coming up in there. Now, I know Sara is really excited. She's telling me, come on, I want to get on and do my pen. Stop waffling on, would you, Joe? Were you ever going to stop chatting, mate?
How long do you need to waffle on? I'm sat here patiently raring to go with the Illustrator pens. You have been waiting so long to see these pens. I've been waiting so long to bring you these pens. Let me just show you, okay? So Illustrator, I need to explain. Illustrator pens, when you have a little look at them, okay, can you see, if I show you this on the white background, you've got the very fine nib and you've got this brush nib. Now, this brush nib, it is the most incredible nib when it comes to being able to flick and blend, okay? Now, those of you who have our Crafter's Companion Classique pens, this is going to be, these are going to be a perfect addition, because what we've done is we have curated a set. We've done you a box of 36 colours, which are basically all of the shades that you might want to supplement in with your Classiques. So those of you that have Classiques, these are the same colours, but they're going to work in exactly the same way. So let's just have a little look here, right? If I just colour in all of this green here, all right? So we've colouring in all the base green. Then I can come in, so I'm using a DG1, 2 and DG3 in this set. So now I'm going to come round and put in some depth of colour. It's like a little paintbrush in each one, all right? So little paintbrush in each one, and I'm flicking the colour up. Can you see? So I'm just coming round from the outsides and flicking that colour up and then in. And then if I cut to the next one, which was DG2, I'm just going to flick through this is it. Flicking through that next DG, so flicking through the DG3 into the DG2, and it does that bleaching technique that we're so famous for with these pens, but getting that beautiful flick as we're going. And then I can come back in with my DG1 and I can flick those colours back together and get that beautiful blended effect. So you see, we're just like you would, you've got that lovely ombre effect. Let me show you on here again, that lovely nib, just so easy to do that flicking technique with. It's like advanced colouring. So those of you who are just wanting to get that, that next level again, and you're wanting to just get that lovely blend, but you're wanting to use that lovely brush nib for these are brilliant for anybody who are just looking to progress their crafting onto the next level. Now watch, if I bring this down, let's work on these lovely sunflowers in the middle. I'm going to use a couple of the golden yellow, so I'm going to use Fawn 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these from the inside and I'm flicking from the edge outwards. It's this lovely technique. Oh, wait till you see what I'm going to do next, Joe. I'm going to do some fur. Right, so I've got some lovely fur that I'm going to teach you how we can do this technique. It's brilliant for fur. So there's our base of our sunflower. I'm going to come in with the lighter shade. So that was 4, this one's 3. And I'm going to take the lighter shade over the top and flick through so that we'll get the ombre of the sunflower. But I've done it all with that fabulous flicking effect. I have a feeling these are going to be absolutely bananas by the time we get to them on the show, Joe. And then I'm going to bring in my corals. So I'm going to go with coral 9, 7 and 5. And I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to flick from the outside inwards. So just some little bits on the outside. I'll do a little bit so that you can see it, and then we'll move around the rest of the flower. Actually, I'll keep going, and Joe, you can tell me what everybody else is saying about the Illustrator pens.
Tony has been waiting the entire show for this demo. She's really, really excited, and she's glad that we got to it. Wanda's just saying, me! I think that's about giving away the pens. Gorgeous colours, says Sarissa. Looking forward to trying more advanced techniques with these pens, says Julia. And also remember as well, don't forget how much inspiration there is over on our website. We have a whole area on the website dedicated to Spectrum Noir, and you've got tutorials there, there's downloads, there's video, there's a lot of education there for you to guide you through. So if you think, I'd love to give these a go, maybe you've tried something like our tri-blend markers before and you would love to, maybe advance onto something like the Illustrators, there's lots on there for you. The same for YouTube as well. There's also a lot of inspiration there. And I don't think people need to be scared of these pens, do they, Sarah?
Not at all. Do you know what it is? I've asked Leanne. She's going to do a full Facebook Live on her page on Sunday at 4 p.m. So it'll be 11 a.m. East Coast time. She's going to do a full demonstration with these amazing pens. Leanne developed them. So if anybody's the best person to tell you how to use these, she will be your woman. So she's going to be bringing you a full Facebook Live showing you all the techniques. I've only got 10 minutes to preview them for you today. She's going to do a whole couple of hours walking you through all of the techniques that you would want to do with the Illustrator pens.
A lot of people, a couple of questions as well in the comments. Are they alcohol pens is one that I've seen a couple of times here in the comments.
Yes, do you know, it's very remiss of me not to explain all of this. So these are an alcohol pen, so they are exactly the same ink formulation as what our classiques are. The reason they've come up to another level is that they are basically helping you take it to the next level with having this amazing brush nib to be able to work with. So can you see them? Just taking that lovely brush nib in, and the colours, just like you would expect. Can you see? So as we take the brush nib through now, the lighter colour is bleaching out that darker colour, which is how we then get that lovely blended effect coming here. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? This is just beautiful. So I'm just going to keep blending that through. I'm going to bring back a little bit more of my yellow. So I'm going to flick the yellow back out, and you can see how that lovely flicking technique is just going to blend it all the way out. It's just blending beautifully, and I'm getting faster as we're going round because I have to be don't have to be quite as accurate. And then I'm blending in my coral. That's the effect. Did you see that right there, Joe? Just that last minute one as I bring through the last colour, and you get that gorgeous flicked, the flicking effect gives you that beautiful blend. And it means, so when I bring this in, when I zoom this in, are you ready for the zoom? Here we go with the zoom. You get that lovely ombre straight from one to the other, all done with the flick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly do a switch over. I'm just going to hand these out and see if I can get in my colours to do my next one. Do you know what I'd like to do while we're doing that actually? Can we show the little swatch? There's the finished one, by the way, where I've done all of these. Here are the 36 colours that you get in the set. So we are basically giving you all of the shades that you could possibly need to do. But remember, it's to enhance the colours, Joe, that you have in your the colours that you're already going to have in the in the set of your classics. So it's just going to enable you to go next level on the classics. Okay, so all of these, bear in mind, as soon as they are live on HSN, you're going to be able to get these on HSN. Now with this one, I'm going to use the earth browns to do one shade of the fox, and then I'm going to use the golden browns to use the middle shade of the fox. So I'm going to show you two. So with the earth browns, I've gone 2, 4 and 6 here. So just like we did before, Joe, I'm going to start and I'm going to flick his fur. Oh, it's just a fabulous technique to do this with. So his fur, or whether we want to come round the little face of the fox. By the way, if you're wanting some stamp designs to practice all of this with, then these are brand new stamp designs that we've had to go with the Illustrator set. So if you're wanting to do all these techniques that I'm doing, make sure you get the stamps as well that go with all of them. So look, I'm just going to bring this fur in. Oh,
should we give these away then, Sara? Are we allowed to? I know because they're pens. Are we going to give these away?
Go on, Joe.
Oh, okay. Let's give them away.
Yeah.
These are going to go to Christine Mahoney. Christine Mahoney, congratulations. You have won the Illustrators. So make sure you send us an email, prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and we will get these winging their way out to you. A lot of you excited about these. A lot of love for them. I love these. Wow, love that. I like the stamp. OMG. Wow, wow, wow. Going to be another great craft day. Donna is saying having a fantastic product will produce great results. I love what these pens can do, is what Becky is saying there as well. Which ones are you using there, Sara?
I'm going to use the golden browns now. So can you see, completely different colour family. So same technique here with the bringing the brush tip in, but I'm jumping between different shades of brown, so that we can still get that lovely flicking technique. Now on the show, I'm also going to do some techniques. I'm going to show you how we can layer up different colours to get some new shades of colour in there as well. So if you want to do, I'm working with all the same colours here, but if you wanted to build up and use some different shades of colours, well, watch Leanne's Facebook Live. Oh, I've gone with the wrong shades of brown on that one. It's all right, they'll go over. But Leanne's going to do that this Sunday, so you can follow along with her this Sunday and learn all of those techniques. Let's go back to the earth browns.
Carrie's asking, are these different colours to the classic markers?
No, they're specifically not. They are specifically the exact same colours, so that they will all play nicely together. Those of you that want to use them all together. So can you see that I know obviously we're down to the last 10 minutes of the show, and I've still got one other thing I want to show you, but I want you to have a good look at that. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a look at this on the close-up one. So if I take this over to the close-up camera, can you see there on the fur how we've got that lovely, look at the tail. Look at how it looks around his tail. That is the level of detail and shading that we're going to be able to get. Really beautiful. So I wanted you to see, it's all about working with that brush nib. Now, I've got loads of gorgeous, gorgeous samples. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and whiz through a few of these just to show you the ideas. So can you see, animal fur, they're absolutely brilliant. These are in the new stamp sets, by the way, if you want to go for those extra stamps and you want to get that lovely fur technique going. So you get the little cats. We've got look at the rabbits. Look at the effect on the fur with the rabbit there. Look how amazing he looks on a couple of these cards. Then the fox that you've just seen me working on. That fox fur is fabulous to work with. Then if you want to do, we have done some lovely florals. So can you see the shading on these florals here? It's all about the blend. And the thing is, if you are into your alcohol pen colouring and you just want to know how to take that alcohol pen colouring up another level, these are the ones that are going to enable you to do that. Who wants a pink dog? How cute's our little pink dog? There he is in some more traditional colours. That's the one. I was going to try and show you him as well. I was going to try and do a demonstration then. We're just running out of time. But make sure you tune in for Leanne's Live on Sunday. So 11 o'clock Eastern time, you're going to be able to watch Leanne. 11 o'clock Eastern, 11, 10, 9, 8 o'clock Pacific time. She's going to do a full masterclass from home on her Facebook page. So make sure you go and watch this on Leanne's Facebook page, whether you're using the stamps that we've got in the set or whether you're wanting to do some really advanced colouring like some of these ones are here, Joe. You'll be able to do all of that using your new illustrators. Make sure you tune in for her. And 9 o'clock, these are going to be in with Adam in the 9 p.m. show.
Now, what we're going to make sure we do as well is we'll share that Facebook Live of Leanne's into the Fans of Crafters Companion on HSN Facebook group as well. So either make sure you pop across to Leanne's Facebook page or get yourself into this group here, and we'll make sure we share that into the group. Do you want to just quickly recap on the colours that you're going to see as well? Here they all are. So you can see all of them laid out there, 36 colours. These colours are blendable, which is fantastic, and you're going to be able to use these in conjunction with your classic markers. It's going to add that movement, that depth of colour into those classic markers. Lots of you loving these. Love the Girl, Must Have Her. Have not really gotten into colouring yet. Maybe it's time that changes, Sharon. Jean asking about the Facebook Live. It's in the evening hour time, so it's going to be a little bit earlier than that. What time did you say it would be on Sunday? Did you say?
It's at 4 o'clock UK time, which is Eastern time 11. And that is so 11 Eastern, or it is 11, 10, 9, 8 a.m. Pacific.
Wonderful. So we'll make sure that we share that for you as well. Loads of you saying hi. Now, my colouring does not look like that. Someday. I think the thing is with colouring, it's about having the right stuff for the job, but also having the right inspiration. And actually, I think if maybe you're not the most confident person with colouring, we've got something to sort that out. So shall I just try that again? Hang on. We've got something to sort that out, haven't we, Sara?
We have got something to sort that out, Joe. Thank you for asking. Right, we have done these brand new discovery kits when it comes to Spectrum Noir. Now, what we've done is we've put 2 of them together in a collection for the 9 o'clock hour. So 2 of them together, you're going to get the blended mandalas and also the creative colouring. Now, if I just open up one of these sets, oh, I mean, look at them. They are fabulous. These, by the way, are brilliant giftables. So I know loads of people in the UK who've been getting into craft for the first time, and we have sold, I'm not kidding you, thousands and thousands of these kits, because look what you get. You get the colouring tools that you need. You also get a lot of pages to get you started. But then in the instructions, it's basically you're going to get introduced to a specialist artist. You're going to learn about the tools. And then once you advance on, you're going to learn all about something more advanced. So this one here is about the 3-dimensional blended mandala. So can you see, this is pretty flat. When we get to this stage here, look how dimensional it is. Now, you've got to see these up close to appreciate the dimension in each one of them. And this is achieved through 3-dimensional colouring. What you are going to do, let's have a little look on some of these on the close-up. You're going to do this with your amazing tri-blend markers. So what we've got is, we've got you 3 of the colours, so the corals and the true blue blend, and also your light green blend, and all the instructions on how to do the blended mandalas. Now I'm going to show you how to do one of the blended mandalas. We're going to follow, so this is Baz Fennell. Baz Fennell is a UK artist, and he specialises in graphic designs. So he does a lot of his geometric design. So he tells you here, his trademark is the clever use of shade and line work to produce eye-popping dimensional effects. Okay? Now, have a little look here. So if we let's bring in the one that he's working with. So it's this one here. Now, Baz talks about imagining where the light source is coming from. So we're going to follow this up on the top. So the light source is coming from the top. We're going to bring in that green shade that he talks about. And in your tri-blends, for those of you that don't know, you've got a light, a medium, and a dark shade all in one pen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by putting in all of the light colour in here. So I'm not being too neat, I'm just putting down what's called a base of alcohol, and you should always have another sheet of paper behind just to help the pen blend, okay? So we've got our base colour of shade down. Then I'm going to go, so where it would be dark here is underneath here. So I'm going in with the darkest shade, and I'm bringing in that dark colour from the edges there. So we bring in the dark one. Then from the dark, we're going to step down into the medium, and the medium, just like we did with the illustrators, is going to go over the edge and give us that lovely ombre effect with the perfect blend. So there's our medium shade, and then we come back in with the lightest shade and take that shading over there. Okay, so we've got that gorgeous blend going right through, getting that shading. Should I show you that again, Jo, right?
Yes, please.
So light one, come in, you do a nice all over display of the light first of all, and I'll do both sides. I tell you what, wouldn't this be a brilliant present for someone? Brilliant if someone's just new and getting in, they're just experiencing the hobby that we love and have been loving for ages, and you could get them started on that journey with some proper advanced colouring products. So there's my dark. Jump into my medium now, so you've got that lovely medium shade blending over on both sides, and then from the medium one we're then going to come into the lightest shade, and that's what gives us that lovely three-dimensional ombre. Now the ombre effect is just the first part of it, because what we do is we're going to colour all of that with the shading. Then in the set you also have two of these art liner pens. So you get, if I just show you, a 0.1 and a 0.3. So the 0.3 is a little bit thicker, and what it does is it teaches you using the 0.1 and the 0.3 to go over a lot of these lines, to thicken those lines up a little bit thicker, just to bring in that real three-dimensional effect and how we go with it. So you get basically all the tools, and to put it into perspective, the price that you're going to pay for the kit, it's actually cheaper than buying just the three tri-blend pens. So for less than the price of 3 tri-blend pens, you get the tri-blend pens, the fine line markers, and all of the extra accessories in this set to learn how to do that 3D blended colouring, right? So that is the first kit. Now I'm not going to have time to go through both of these kits, but go and have a look on our website, because the creative colouring, I've got a lovely demonstration that I did available on the website. That was the blended mandalas. The creative colouring, if I just show you, exactly the same idea in here. So when I open it up, you'll see this is a really talented artist called Cara Aldrich. So when we lift this out, Cara, there's 5 pens in this set, all of our classics, and the art liner. There's some of Cara's original artwork in here to get you started, and then she teaches you how to do some basic blending, but then also how to mix your colours to make them warmer or cooler, or to put the colours together to create new shades of colours. So from that one set of pens, we've done all of this colouring. Can you see all of these different ideas to show you where you could be taking this colouring, all done from just the designs that are in this set. So again, these are going to be premiering 9 o'clock. You'll see them coming up with myself and Adam. We've got a brilliant show lineup at 9 o'clock. In fact, to be honest, every one of the show lineups we've got is going to be absolutely brilliant. But I'm particularly excited about all of the colouring we've got coming up a little bit later on the night.
What an incredible 3-hour preview it has been. This is, though, just the preview. This is the amuse-bouche to Tuesday. That is going to, of course, be a whole day of crafting with Sara coming up on HSN. Remember, you've got to make sure you grab that booklet. In the booklet, it's got all of the information you need, all the product, when that product's going to be available, when it's coming up. Make sure as well that you're joining Sara for the live shows, 9 a.m, 10 a.m, 2 p.m, 3 p.m, 6 p.m, 9 p.m, and 11 p.m. as well. Download the booklet. Remember, a lot of these deals will be live on Monday. Some of them are even live right now, so why not pop yourself across to HSN and see what deals are there. Sara, there is so much within this whole day coming up on Tuesday, isn't there?
Well, Joe, that's because today is National Scrapbooking Day. So 1st of May kicks off National Scrapbooking Day, and every year HSN do this massive big show right at the beginning of May, and I know they have got the most colossal day, an amazing lineup of products. You've just seen a preview there of some of the products we've got. I've managed to show you around about half of the products that we've got on the day. All the new premieres, all the big back in stocks, but a lot of these items will be on a couple of times. We've got a little few extra bits back in stock that are thrown in there. You can obviously check out the HSN schedule for everything that is coming up in every hour, because it is a 24-hour event. But the most important thing is, go and download that booklet, because on that booklet, everything you need to know, you've got the beautiful finished samples, you've got links to any videos that we've got, it shows you when there's auto ships, what are in the auto ships, you can write down all the item numbers, and that booklet gets constantly updated every couple of days as the products go live on the HSN website. If they are live, you can click straight from the booklet and it'll take you straight through to HSN website, straight through to that product. So we've literally tried to think of everything for you. Now, it's been wonderful to have your company, so many of you, for a whole 3 hours. It's been a mammoth afternoon. I have been thrilled that you've been here with us for so long. I'm thrilled that Joe's been chatting with so many of you and giving away so much of this stuff. That's been amazing.
Still more to give away though, Sarah.
You've got
we
more
didn't
to
give the
give away,
last
Joe.
one away, did we?
Oh, of course we did.
Now
Go
the
on then.
last giveaway, Peggy Curran, congratulations, you get the Explorer kit. Email prizes at crafterscompanion.com. You get my last one. It's been a real pleasure to spend the afternoon with you, Sarah, but also with all of you guys across the pond. Hopefully I'll be back here with you all again soon. And as well, if you miss me, you can find me over on Crafters TV. I am there 6 days a week as well, so come join me there if you get the chance.
Actually, yes, Joe's got an amazing show planned tomorrow. So it's called Best of the Week. Now, it is on at 11 o'clock in the morning UK time. However, it will be live on the home page of our website all day. So if you want to go and see the best of the lineup of all of the shows that we've had the last week, Joe will walk you through all of it. When you wake up in the morning, head over to our website, www.crafterscompanion.com. Go onto the homepage. First thing that's going to hit you, our lovely Joe, bright and sunshiny tomorrow morning, walking you through all the best deals of the week. And the best thing is, everything on our website, you get another extra 10% off through this weekend. It's our Spring into May special. So make sure you go and watch Joe, get a bit of a lowdown of everything that's happened, and then you can join him through the day and get an extra 10% off on everything on our website for the whole weekend. You don't have to do anything. As long as you spend £25 or $25, it will automatically take that extra 10% off on top of your club discount while you're on there. I will be back on Monday on Crafters TV. So on Monday morning, again, you can go to the website at any time when you wake up Monday morning, and you'll be able to see me with an amazing masterclass on Monday morning. And then, of course, Tuesday, I will be live with you all day on HSN. So we've got a fantastic week planned. It's been lovely having your company. I will see you on Tuesday on HSN, but pop over and see us on Crafters TV this weekend and on Monday. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.